Jason Big Joe is live at the Omni Nashville Hotel here at Bar Lines. Hope you're having a great start to your day. We see you people out on the street looking at us. We appreciate it. He is Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe. Dr. Cray Nick Frazier on the ones and twos back of the studio. Jake is here as well as our on-site engineer.
On-site.
And we're excited. We have a packed show today.
We do. And excited from top to bottom. Get you ready for the weekend. All the good things. We're going to make you laugh today. Probably make you cry a little bit. Make you think. I mean, it's a full day when you can do all those things.
It is. It definitely takes you through. So we're excited about all of that. John Crist is going to join us, the comedian, at 2 o'clock today. But before that, we're going to talk to some high school football coaches at 1:30. And before that, at 12:30, Mike Greenberg from Get Up on ESPN is going to join the show.
Nice. We are not. I'm not. Do not ask him any Jets questions.
We're required to.
Do not ask him any Jets.
Yeah, they specifically said Big Joe Dubin has to ask.
Well, he feels the pain
the
that we do here over his Jets, that we feel over the Titans here in
Maybe
Nashville.
I'll ask him that. What's worse, being a Jets fan or a Titans fan?
I'm just curious. What's the view outside the bubble of Nashville? Does anybody really care about this franchise?
The answer to that question is probably going to be, you guys have a team?
They probably didn't care when the Titans win the Super Bowl in '99. Like, what, huh? So good. Get his perspective of things that are happening. So I don't know. I mean, I love Thursdays because we're at the Omni at Bar Lines. It's beautiful. We get people down here. It's fun. Jakey Baby's here setting things up for us. And it's kind of an unofficial launch to the weekend at noon on Thursday.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it definitely always feels good to be able to come here to Bar Lines and hang out. So.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. And there goes the is that the Nash Trash Tour?
Yeah.
Make its way down.
You used to work there, right?
I worked there for 7 years.
Wow.
Yep, never got paid though. They're like, "What are you still doing here?" Like, I got something to do.
You just started showing up. Is that what it was?
I did, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna hire you, so you'll leave and go home and stay away from us." So do that. So a lot of fun. All right, so I'm excited about our question.
Okay, well, you go ahead and do it.
All right, our question of the day, we love it. The response we get from you guys every day is a lot of fun. 615-737-1025. Today, we want you to describe the state of the Tennessee Titans with a real country song. So much how you feel about the Titans or the state of the Titans with a real country song. So for me, mine's easy. And I heard on the way in today. Here's how, when I think about the Tennessee Titans, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. By Barbara Mandrell. I still believe in this franchise, even though they've given me no hope. But that's my song. So describe how you feel about the Tennessee Titans with a country song. Mine is, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Shout out to Barbara Mandrell out there in Hendersonville.
That is a good one. For me, it is from the late, great Tammy Wynette. DIVORCE.
Oh,
because that's
good.
what's about to happen to Brian Callahan.
Oh, that's excellent. That's really good. Oh, man, that's it. So let us know, 615-737-1025. Call or text. We love it when you call. Even Clay, we love it when you call. Let us know how you think about the Titans described with a country song.
Oh, they're already coming in. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHoney.com. And, of course, as always, our question of the day is presented by Aries Tactical. Your safety, your skill, your Aries Tactical. Check them out at ariestactical.com. Some that, let's see, 9680, Better Class of Losers.
That's a great Randy Travis song. Well done.
Michael and Madison, instead of being an NFL owner, Bud Adams should have been a cowboy. Tommy, Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh, these are great.
0862, bug in the windshield, bug on the windshield.
Yes.
William, Whiskey Lullaby.
Oh, that's the entire show today. I love it.
0178, there's a tear in my beer.
Oh, yes.
2181, fishing in the dark. 6764, he stopped loving her today.
These are all so good, man.
Tommy also says Morgan Wallen's falling apart. 8566. This is easy. Hurts by Johnny Cash.
What's the opening line of that song? I died today. Or whatever it was.
I hurt myself.
Hurt
today.
myself
Yeah,
today.
That's what everybody says when they watch a Titans game.
Oh man, this will be good.
Yeah. So keep the Dr. Crane. You got one?
I do. I just had it on my phone. Somebody said Whiskey Lullaby. Another one is If You Are Reading This, and then that's it. It's by Tim McGraw.
Oh, yeah. We just saw Tim.
Is that the song about the soldier doesn't get back from Iraq?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay.
8771 says, going through the big D and don't mean Dallas.
Oh man, that's what they've brought us to. We have to do that.
8395 ain't as good as I once was. Travis Tritz, here's a quarter. Call someone who cares.
What's funny, that song 30 years ago was people like, a quarter for what? I mean, there weren't cell phones 30 plus years ago, and that was a great song too back in the day.
6727. Don't believe this is a country song, but I'll read it anyway. I hate myself for loving you. That's a good one though.
Hate myself. Oh, Joe Jett.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Wes in Clarksville, achy breaky heart.
Good one. See, every one of these has been perfect so far.
7229, Mama Tried, and Amy Adams' mama. that is a good one.
Oh my gosh.
Let's this is a good question. Fred wants to weigh in on our song. Fred, what you got?
Well, there's a song called Take This Job and Shove It. You could change it from a player standpoint, take this job and shove it. And from a fan standpoint, is take this team and shove it.
Yep, that might work.
Fred, that's a good one, Fred.
That is certainly a good one. 615-737-1025, our question of the day.
Our buddy Bart Barker out in Wilson County. He says, Marty Stewart, touch me, turn me on, and burn me down. Thank you, Bart.
8955, Cody Johnson, till you can't. 0178 TROUBLE.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, these are fantastic. So we will have that question of the day throughout the show. I am curious of Mike Greenberg, like you said, his kind of thoughts on the Titans, on Cam Ward, on Brian Callahan to this point. As someone that, hosts a lot of their NFL coverage.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Jets fan, so he knows pain. But I'll be curious to kind of get his thought. Like, I wouldn't be shocked at all if he goes, guys, I'm just going to be real with you. They come up in production meetings and we're all like, yeah, move on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame him.
Who do you talk about? Cam Ward? I mean, that you're 0-3. And there's not really anything that like, okay, you got hope of this, hope of that. There's really nothing you can bring to the table with those meetings and beyond how's the number one pick doing. There's nothing to talk about. That's sad too.
It is very sad. And Callahan, of course, has denied the a fire sale after trading Jarvis Landry or Jarvis Brownlee.
Hell, who knows what their names are anymore over there. So many guys coming through and going out there. Watch Brownlee have like 2 interceptions this weekend and a pick 6 for the Jets to get things done. Look, if he's not the right fit for you, move him on. That's it. Somebody on one of the shows yesterday was talking about getting rid of all, maybe Robbie and Rexford, my favorite radio show in America, talked about, are they trying to purge most of Rand's guys?
Yeah, I would say so.
And then if you get some value back for them, why not? Look, they know the season's a wash. They already know this. So now do the fire sale, get the capital, get the assets, and move forward.
Absolutely. But, again, I think the question is going to come up with a lot of the fans. Do we truly trust this group to do it right? Right now, I trust Borgonzi. I'm not so sure about Brinker, but if Borgonzi's the one actually making the picks and drafting the players, which is what a lot of people have said is the case,
right?
This class right now seems to be decent. Now, I don't know about Oladejo as a second-round pick, but time will tell. Winston's got to get on the field eventually, but it's still obviously a work in progress.
Yeah, I'm looking up now, and of course my computer stopped. The last team to have back-to-back number one overall draft picks, and was it the Jags? Oh my gosh! Hold it, I'm getting it here. Don't believe in me, Chase. 2017-18 Browns had number one back-to-back draft picks. They did Myles Garrett and Baker Mayfield. 17-18. The Browns
Pretty
had
good.
it 99 and 2000 back-to-back draft choices. Somebody said the Jags popped up, but I didn't see the Buccaneers. It's only a few times in history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times have they had teams had back-to-back number one draft choices, and the Browns have 2 of the 6. The Bengals have 1. The Buccaneers have 1. The Eagles and the 30s have it. So to be bad is one thing. To be back-to-back bad, that's another thing. And right now, that's where the Titans are headed.
Indeed, that is exactly where they're headed. And, I heard Jake and TD kind of talking about the draft in September, and I was like,
Oh,
man, this is
– can't do it.
And they both said, I hate talking about the draft in September.
Can't do it.
But this is where we're at.
I've saw mock drafts are taking the defensive end out of Miami at number 2, number 3, or number 4.
Jesus.
I'm like, why aren't you picking at number 1? Because that's where you're headed.
Yeah, I mean,
to do that.
I would say, I think the perfect scenario, if all this continues to go the way that it's going, is what the Titans need to hope happen is they get the number 1 pick. There's a quarterback that a team falls in love with. They trade back, get more draft assets, and then can get one of those edge rushers. Get the edge rusher. With
get somebody,
top 3
right?
pick or something like that. A couple of more songs real quick. 3337, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. It could be two-tone Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain.
Right.
Let's see. Instead of Goodbye Earl, it'd be Goodbye Brian.
Sing that song, will you?
You Never Even Called Me by My Name, David Allen Coe.
Who would that be to whoever they cut didn't know their names?
Yeah. Tyler says, if it were during the Todd Downing era, Drunk on a Plane.
Shouldn't laugh at that.
Tommy,
that's funny.
I'm so lonesome I could cry. Even for Derek. The Dance by Garth Brooks. That is a good one.
Could have missed the pain. Yes.
Yeah, but I'd have to miss the dance.
Right.
We will have more coming again. Mike Greenberg from ESPN and the show Get Up. He's got a book out. He will join us coming up at the bottom of the hour. Chase and Big Joe here on this Thursday live at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Barlines 102.5 The Game.
Listen up. We are way crazier than that. We play fantasy football, dude. That's crazy. First of all, watching football is a fantasy, okay? We can't do it. We watch other guys do it. Fantasy football is a fantasy of the fantasy because that team wasn't doing very good, so we created a new fantasy to figure out if you guys get it. You're Cowboy fans, you know what I'm saying? Just like no. So you're like, maybe I can win at this game. You know what I'm saying? Just make it one. That's one. And then before the football season, you'll see this. There's 3 grown men on television, and they were doing a mock fantasy draft, a fake draft of an imaginary league of a fantasy. Like, fellas, how far from reality can we get? He's like, I just picked up Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, pick up your daughter from school, dude. It's like, dude, your wife is about to be a free agent, dude. It's like,
That was John Crist, who will join us at 2 o'clock today on fantasy football.
Yes. Love it. Love it. He's got a sold-out tour. He'll join us here at Bar Lines at the Omni National Hotel. Come down. Nice little crowd in here hanging out and everything. So excited to have John at 2 o'clock. Mike Greenberg at 12:30 today. So a lot of fun.
Yes, going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
I'm very distracted. Anyway, taking your calls, your text, 615-737-1025. Our question of the day.
Describe the Tennessee Titans with a country music song. Describe the state of the Tennessee Titans right now with a country music song. 615-737-1025. And we have been inundated, and we love this.
Inundated?
Inundated. What did I say? Inundated?
Inundated? That sounds bad.
Isn't that something on ER? Incubated? Inundated. How do you say? What's the word?
Inundated.
Inundated. Okay. Inundated. Inundated. Good Lord. I think I know what I'm talking about.
4836. Why'd you come here looking like that, Queen Dolly?
Oh, that's a great one. Oh, yes. This is all good.
This is a great text, 2181. I genuinely feel bad that most of you have to find things to talk about with the Titans on the daily. What else is there to say besides they're just bad? Play calling, bad. O-line, 0. Offensive talent, rookie quarterback. It's all a recipe for disaster. Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, we got a board in Chase's office. We write down all these topics. I'm telling you, after like the 4th, we're like, all right, what? I mean, it's tough. I mean, they're right. It's tough talking about a bad football team.
1024. You ain't much fun since I quit drinking.
Who knew there's so many great country songs to describe the Titans?
0178. Amy, what you want to do?
Oh, yes. Our good friend sings that.
He doesn't sing it. He plays on it.
Oh, does he not? Oh, he sings Let Me Love You Tonight.
Yeah. No, God, but Pure Prairie League, he was the guitarist.
Okay.
Vince Gill.
But he sings the other one, right? Let Me Love You Tonight?
I guess. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. There's a million stars in the sky.
TD from Nashville, I've got a song perfect for Titans fans, The Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Love and Feeling. And this one for Callahan's demotion, Marvin Gaye, You Got to Give It Up.
Oh, man. You know, it's funny. Somebody asked me yesterday, it was a tweet like, and they don't know our backstory with Nick Holtz. They're like, why is not the OC calling the play? And I tweeted back like, you got an hour for me to explain? And it's one of those things where people are like, all right, is his feelings hurt? He had to skip over Nick Holtz to do that. If you're worried about a coach's feelings at this level, get out.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Let's see. There's a tear in my beard. That is the number one. Jay from Laverne says, Save Me by Jelly Roll. Matt, Friends in Low Places.
Oh, yes.
That's a good one. Let's see. Chris, We Aren't the Champions. William, and I Will Always Love You. 0040, Burning It Down by Jason Aldean. 6765, I'm No Stranger to the Rain.
Oh, yes. You know how much we love Keith Whitley.
Don't Close Your Eyes could also work.
Don't close your eyes, right?
I know you loved another team.
What, Miami? Maybe she can send Amy to Miami.
Jansen wants to weigh in on our question of the day. What you got,
Yeah.
Jansen?
Let's fall to pieces together by George Strait.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, Jansen.
Thank you for the call. 615-737-1025. I mean, this is really where we have gotten to.
It doesn't work for the Bengals or the Saints because it's not the country music capital of the world. It works in Nashville where we have one of the worst football teams in the world.
And they're not getting any better. That's the best part. Now, here's the other thing that I find interesting. I think Cam Ward knows what to say at the right time. So when he was asked about working with Bo Hardigree, I think it's going to be great. He understands the offense as a whole. He understands where my head is at, just what I see on the field. He has experience with the Raiders, and he's been around some great quarterbacks. Whereas a few days ago, Callie's a great play caller. Everything's fine.
What if they asked Cam Ward about Hardigree and he's like, "Oh my God,
What are we doing?
We're not going to win a game the next 3 years." I mean, this guy couldn't play dead in a cowboy movie. I mean, all the analogies you throw out there. For once, right? We've talked about this. If a player and a coach was to be honest with us, just be honest.
If he was a second or third year player, do you think he'd be more honest?
That paycheck's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I don't know. But would it not be? We have discussed this, how, National Signing Day. We got a great class.
Yeah.
We'd like for a coach to say, you know what? I'll probably be fired after the third game.
Right.
This is the worst signing class ever. And most of it's my fault.
I went to me and my buddy Logan went to a show one time, and that we knew the artist, like the guy that had the band, and he goes, "My new album's out." And Logan goes, "Is it any good?" And he goes, "No, it's."
Is it any good? Was it any good?
Yeah, it was all right.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
it was
right.
good. So,
I mean, he's going to say that, but like Callahan on Sunday, I'm not giving up the play calling, and then 40 hours later, I'm giving up play calling, and it's gone.
Right. Well, because again, I think we all believe that he was told, "Hey, you're going to give up play calling."
I mean, Mike Greenberg's going to join us in about 7 minutes. I'm curious to see if there's any talk about Callahan not knowing the rule in the field, about going for a field goal at the end of the first half. I'm just curious what their thinking is nationally outside of Nashville. Are we thinking the same thing here in Nashville?
Yeah.
Like it is truly bad. I mean, it is a bad situation with a bad coach and a bad team, and you're taking on another bad team who's just as desperate as you are on Sunday.
I mean, I'll laugh if he's like, "Yeah, I think the Titans are kind of in a group of teams that nobody really cares about."
They are.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, outside of people here, and I don't even know how much the people here are caring as much.
So they're not. So this will be the fourth year they make the playoffs after this, because they're not making it this year. After a string of making it in 19, 20, and 21, you can't. I mean, the playoff taste is good, right? I mean, it's a good taste to have. Like your team's accomplishing thing, you're getting talked about, and now it's just like, oh my Lord.
Yeah. So we will talk to Mike Greenberg from ESPN coming up next. Looking forward to that. We're live today at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. It's Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday, live at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Barlines. And we're excited about our next guest. You see him on ESPN, on Get Up every day, and also does their NFL coverage on Sundays, and was a longtime member of ESPN Radio as well. Mike Greenberg, Greeny, is on the line with us. Got Your Legends is his new book that is out now. Greeny, how you doing?
I'm doing great, fellas. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks so much for doing this. I want to know more about your book here in a second, but you're a Jets fan, so you understand pain. Is it as bad as maybe what we're going through in Nashville right now with the Titans?
Well, I think it is worse for the Jets because I'm of the impression that the Titans have the one thing that is going to ultimately rescue them from the abyss, and that is I am a huge believer in Cam Ward. And whatever it is that's gone wrong these first 3 weeks, and I understand it's been a little ugly, I have not been dissuaded from that. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but, you know, I cover the draft for the network, and so we did all the work on all these guys. And I am a huge believer in Cam Ward. So the first year, I don't know that it's unreasonable to think that there wouldn't be bumps in the road. And I don't know that the coaching is where it needs to be. And there are a lot of pieces around him that are going to need to be changed, and he needs to get better, and he will. But I believe the Titans have the first and most important step towards getting back to where they want to be, and the Jets do not.
Well, and you kind of alluded to it there. I mean, you work with coaches, you work with GMs. I mean, you've seen this for a long time. With Brian Callahan now giving up play calling when he initially said he didn't really want to do that, he does it. I mean, do you think that this is one of those situations where he's essentially a dead man walking and they're going to be making a coaching change sooner rather than later?
Yes. I mean, barring a turnaround that I don't think most people expect. Yes, it certainly feels as though it's headed in that direction. And look, if you're a coach and you're supposed to be an offensive coach, how many quarterbacks do you get? Like how many chances do you get before it is demonstrated that you're not getting it done and so it needs to move on to someone else? I'm not in the business of calling for people's jobs, but this has been ugly. And it certainly feels like a change is coming. What the first step towards that change is taking away play calling responsibilities. Sometimes assistants get fired or moved around, but it certainly feels like in the end, there'll be someone else coaching the Titans next year, if not sooner than that.
We're talking to Mike Greenberg on the Chasing Big Joe show, live at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Bar Lions here in Nashville. And Mike, when you think about the Titans, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Not currently, but overall. When you think about the Titans, what comes to mind first to you?
Well, that's an interesting question. I mean, obviously for so long, it was all about Vrabel and Derrick Henry and sort of power football and what the good years they had with that, the year they had that one seed and it didn't get as far as they would have liked, the year that they made that run all the way to the conference championship game on the back of Derrick Henry when people didn't expect that from them. That's probably the most recent image. And then obviously Will Levis and that experiment, we all expected Levis to hear his name called earlier that night than he did. There were some who thought he was an absolute steal in the second round. That obviously didn't go well. The enormous mistakes that we saw from him early last year. So in recent memory, those would be the things that I think of. If I close my eyes and picture the Titans, what I mostly picture is Steve McNair and Jeff Fisher and a tackle on the 1 yard line and stuff like that. But that's obviously at this point generations ago. I guess the more recent thing I think of would be those Derrick Henry teams.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people outside of Nashville think about the Titans go back to McNair and Eddie George and Jeff Fisher because it's just they don't get talked about here a lot with this. And now with the team being 0-3, at least, Mike, you gave Titans fans hope about Cam Ward. We're big Cam Ward fans on this show, and the fact you think he's that quarterback, that means a lot to Titans fans. So thank you, Mike, for giving hope to Titans fans today.
Or is that not the consensus feeling? Are the fans there generally churning on the quarterback this quickly?
No. They understand that, but after Cam Ward, there's not a lot of hope. And there's not a lot for this football team going forward. So the fact that they've got a foundational piece who's recognized like that outside of Nashville, I think goes a long way, Mike.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the kid is special, and I think he has a chance to be great. Now, there are more good young players, particularly quarterbacks in the NFL, who get ruined than get developed, and that's always the concern. We've seen it happen a lot. The Jets have done it a lot. So I've seen it up close and personal a lot, and that is certainly a possibility. No one is too good to overcome that stuff. No one is too good to fail in the NFL, particularly at that position. Look at the quarterback who went number one the year before him, and Caleb Williams, who came in more hyped and with greater expectations than Cam did, and walked into a situation so bad that he basically has to unlearn all of the things that happened in his first year. So you can, I mean, steps backward can be taken, and really talented players at that position in particular can be ruined, which is why I think you have to be wary and make moves judiciously and aggressively around him. But in a vacuum, I think he is an outstanding talent who seems to have all of the, you guys know him better than I do, but everything that I hear, all of the right, first guy in, last guy out, all that kind of attitude stuff, that those are the things that it takes to become a successful quarterback. Now you need to put the right people in his ear and around him on the field.
Mike Greenberg is with us from ESPN. Got Your Legends, ranking America's sports franchises and their most iconic figures. Your new book. Tell us a little more about it.
Well, I couldn't be more thrilled than I am with this one. This book is a really special one for Hembo and me. It's the third sports book that we've done, and it's by far our biggest and most expansive concept. So here's what it is, guys. We take every team in the four major sports, so every team in the NHL, the NFL, the NBA, and Major League Baseball, 124 teams, and we choose their Mount Rushmores. We choose their four franchise faces, the four greatest legends of each of these franchises, and then we take all of the teams and we rank them. So we rank them in order from 1 to 124. So there's two different things that fans can decide. Do you think that we got the order right? And then do you think we got the right franchise faces for your team and for others? Hopefully that will create a lot of discussion and debate. I've been thrilled the last few days with all of the stuff I've heard people saying and sending me notes online and all that sort of thing. And then most importantly to me, whether you agree or disagree, I wrote long essays about every single team and all of these legends. So there's a ton of sports history in the book as well. And if you would like, I'd love to hear if you guys want to guess who we chose as the franchise legends, the four faces of the Titans franchise, which of course does go back to the Houston Oilers. I'd love to see if you think I got them right.
Okay. Earl Campbell.
Yes.
Warren Moon.
Yes.
Steve McNair.
No, we did not go McNair, which was a very, very tough choice.
Ooh, okay. Eddie George?
No, we actually went more recent than that.
Derrick Henry.
We went with Derrick Henry, yes. And then the fourth name is Bruce Matthews. He was a Hall of Famer and an under-remembered, I think, all-time great player from back in the Oilers days. And I know that's a lot of Oilers and not a lot of Titans. That really was a tough, when we came down to the quarterback between Moon and McNair, we had a very tough time because obviously Steve McNair had an outstanding career and shared the MVP award that year and was 1 yard away from having a chance to win a Super Bowl. But we felt that Warren Moon, among the things that we take into account is not just a player's greatness, but the significance of their career, the cultural importance of their career. And Warren Moon was such an incredibly important figure in pro football history for so many reasons that we chose him above McNair, which was a hard choice, but I defended. I think it was the right call, one way or the other. That's the beauty of the book. I know some people will disagree, and those are the conversations that I would love people to be having right now. There's so many things we can be disagreeing about, and there's nothing better than disagreeing about sports over a beer, and I hope that's what everyone will do and will enjoy the book.
I love it. Mike, let me ask you this. I know you're a Jets fan, but I've told Chase all the time, I think the most important, impactful NFL player or professional football player of all time, Joe Namath. Do you agree?
Well, I think that victory, that win, the Jets' victory in Super Bowl III, which the Namath legendarily guaranteed, is the most important game in pro football history. It's one of two. the greatest game ever played, which is what they call the 1958 NFL championship game, which was the first ever overtime game, and it was televised, and it was Johnny Unitas and the Baltimore Colts against the New York Giants, and that was described as the greatest game ever played, and it is credited with bringing a lot of fans to football that had not previously been interested. Super Bowl III saved the Super Bowl. There have been so many stories written, and we wrote about it in one of our first books. The concept of the Super Bowl was very much in jeopardy after the first two. The National Football League was so dominant in the matchups against the American Football League. No one felt that they belonged, that the AFL deserved to be on this sort of equal footing. After the Packers just obliterated Kansas City and Oakland in the first two Super Bowls, that had it not been for the Jets, who were an 18-point underdog winning that game, there may not have been a fourth Super Bowl. And when you consider what the Super Bowl has become in our society and our culture, it's not only, I think, the biggest event that we have in America every year in sports. I think it is the biggest event we have in America every year in anything. I think you can certainly attribute a lot of that to Namath and to the Jets. So in that regard, I think you could make an argument he's among the most important football players that ever lived. Yes.
Love it.
Real quick, Mike, because you have the NHL too. I'm curious at the Predators because there's still a fairly new franchise. I have to assume Pecorine is at the top, but I'm curious of where else you went with this.
Let me get to their page very quickly here. I should have had that ready, and I apologize that I did not, but I will find them for you quickly. Go ahead and throw some names out there that you're expecting. When I get to the page, I'll let you know if you had it right.
Pecorine, Shea Weber. Are you including active players?
Yes,
or do they have
two. I got it. Yes, active players can be on there. Yes, Pecorine and Shea Weber are both on.
Roman Yossi.
Correct.
And Philip Forsberg.
That is not. We did not go with Forsberg. No.
Paul Correa?
No.
Wow,
David?
David Poyle.
No, David Legwand.
Oh, David Legwand.
David Legwand.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
David Legwand. Yeah, the first pick. That's good. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I have no issues with that.
Defining player in some ways, and again, I appreciate your saying that. But if you have issues with it, that's the beauty of it. We made our choices based on the priorities that we sort of put in place, and that's what I'm hoping is that it'll generate a lot of conversation and that sort of debate. So if you think we got it right, great. If you think we got it wrong, then I would love to hear from everybody on social media and wherever else, because these are exactly the kinds of conversations I love to have.
How long did it take you to do this book?
So I do the books with my right-hand man, Hembo, who has been my researcher going back to my Mike and Mike days. He is the best sports researcher in the business without close competition. And so the way we do these books is he does all the research. We had the idea to do it. He goes off, creates these databases, finds things that I can't believe he finds. And then we sit down together and make the decisions over, using all of his data, and then I write them. And that's the process. That's my writing, his research. And in that way, I think it's a really good combination. So soup to nuts, it probably took, this one was by far the longest. So it probably took us about a year to do the entire thing from beginning to end.
Very, very cool. Got Your Legends, ranking America's sports franchises in their most iconic figures. You can get it on Amazon right now. Mike Greenberg has been with us. Mike, thank you so much for doing this. We love you here in Nashville and enjoy your work on ESPN.
Well, thank you so much. And I just mentioned very quickly, you mentioned Amazon. They are doing a special price right now while I'm doing this radio tour, which I've been on for the last 2 days, and today is the last day. So anyone, if you are interested, my endless thanks for your support. If you order from Amazon right now, you will get it at a special discounted price that they're doing for my radio tour. But you can also get it anywhere that you buy your books, at your local bookstore, or wherever the case may be. Thank you so much, guys, for having me on.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you soon. Mike Greenberg,
Thank
better
you.
known as Greeny from ESPN, joining us here on the program. Really good stuff. And we love the Mount Rushmore and those conversations.
Well, throw it out there. I mean, do you guys agree with what he says is the top 4 Mount Rushmore? I found it interesting because we separated sometimes only
Oilers and
play.
Yeah. Well, because they're one of the few franchises. They're one of the few franchises that, they do kind of continue the history. Now, I know the Colts do as well, going back to Baltimore. But, Cleveland, it stayed in Cleveland. And I think kind of looking at it, that was the right move. The now Utah Mammoth, the Arizona Coyotes stayed in Arizona.
Yeah, I agree.
But originally they took the Winnipeg.
Who's drafted better running backs than the Tennessee Titans / Houston Oilers?
You have one in the Hall of Fame. You have one that's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and one that there is an argument to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. You got 4 of them that are outstanding.
Yeah, you're right. And then another one who is now a nominee for the Hall of Fame that I don't think gets in, but certainly had a respect. You have 2 2,000-yard rushers.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only franchise to claim that. So, yeah, I would say so.
You go down the list of thinking other teams have drafted great running backs. Nobody compares to this franchise.
Yeah. 615-737-1025. We'll continue this discussion. Coming up next, live from the Omni Nashville Hotel at Barlines, 1025 The Game.
Hey guys, Big Joe here. Listen, we talk a lot about anxiety and depression. 2 words that can just wreck your life if you let them. And men, most of us unfortunately lead lives of quiet desperation, but it does not have to be that way. That is why we're so honored to be partnering with Unity Psychiatric Care, based right here in Middle Tennessee, to get you back on track and living the life you deserve. Reaching out and talking to someone really changed my life, and I want the same for you. Here's all you got to do. Just go to GameNashville.com. Click on the Chase and Big Joe show. There, you will see a link for Unity Psychiatric Care and start taking back your life. Or you can call 1-888-508-8002. 1-888-508-8002. You can go in person, and they offer telehealth, which is really, really cool. I'll preach all day long that our world is a better place because you are here. You have so much to be thankful for. And for us, we are thankful for you. We love you so much. I tell you all the time that help is around the corner. You can take back your life. All you have to do is go to GameNashville.com, click on that link for Unity Psychiatric Care, and start taking back your life. And please know this. You do not have to go through any of this alone.
Oh, yes. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday at the Omni Nashville Hotel here at Bar Lines. Our question of the day.
Describe the Tennessee Titans, the state of the Tennessee Titans currently with a country song. Let us know what you think that is. The responses have just been unbelievable. Mine is Loving You Is Wrong. I Do Want to Be Right by Barbara Mandrell. So let us know, 615-737-1025. Call us as well. Describe the state of the Tennessee Titans with a real country song.
Mine is dedicated to Brian Callahan, the late, great Tammy Wynette, Divorce, because that's where this is going
That's
eventually.
such a sad song, too.
It is. Is that about George?
Yeah, written by the great Bobby Braddock, right? Is that the song still around? Yeah.
A few more. Eric Church, Give Me Back My Hometown. That's a good one. By the way, 8586 with a funny one. You're looking at it wrong. The Titans haven't lost a playoff game in 4 years. How many teams get to say that? Patrick says, Drinking My Baby Goodbye by the great Charlie Daniels.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
On Mike Greenberg's book, there are some of you that are like, how do you not have McNair on there? Again, it's hard because we separate the two. We look at the Oilers as a franchise and the Titans as a franchise. But I think Moon and Campbell, no doubt. Bruce makes a ton of sense because Bruce kind of bridged the gap. But I think you got to – Derrick Henry, though.
Bruce played 19 years in the offensive line.
Yeah.
At every position. He was an all-pro at center, guard, and tackle. He was one of the greatest offensive linemen. I got no problem with him.
He might be the greatest.
Yeah, right? So, that is a great – but nobody cares about the offensive line. That's the problem.
Kevin says Legwan. Come on, man. I wouldn't have David Legwan.
Chase and I think they were running out of time. Like, we got to get this to press.
Well, people look at
Legwan.
I don't think so. I think people look at him as he's the first pick, and so and he did hold a lot of the records for a while, but
who I thought he was going to say?
Mike Fisher. Who?
PK Subban.
Yeah.
I thought sure that was going to be it.
I think Weber, Rene, Yossi, and really, truthfully, the fourth spot I think is still up for grabs if you're including non-players, David Poyle.
Yeah, but he don't have a number. I get that. That's off. What about Darcy Hordichuk?
No. Mike Fisher, Philip Forsberg, probably be one of those.
One of my favorite. I love Darcy.
There's
Hordichuk.
another one, and the Predators would hate me for saying this, and there's some fans that would hate me for saying this, but it's a discussion. Ryan Suter.
I think there's others.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd put Forsberg on before him.
Hordichuk told me one time that Paul Kariya got pounded on the ice, and Hordichuk was to go in, and Trotz is like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm going to go in and take care of this." And he jumped on the ice and went and fought whoever hit Kariya.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, that's what you need, man.
Darcy's that guy.
That guy that's going to go in. And then he gave me 47 pairs of Crocs.
Merle and Mount Juliet, I'm so blue.
I'm so blue.
Randy, this is a classic. Crazy for trying, crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
That's right?
That is.
We still love this team.
Written by who wrote it, Dr. Crane? Do you know who wrote that song?
Hank Williams Jr.
Nope.
They sold it for $50 to pay his rent.
Yep. That would be Willie Nelson.
The legend has it he sold it to Harlan Howard at Tootsie's for $50. And then years later, the legend has it Harlan Howard came back and gave him like $500,000 or something for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the legend. That's the legendary story.
I didn't know that. 615-737-1025. We'll have more coming in hour number 2. We're live today at the Omni Nashville Hotel here at Bar Lines, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 2, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday, live at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Hope you're having a great start to your day. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. Before we move on, I have to read this text. 9200. We appreciate you listening. I would say this person is in the very, 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 very small minority. The problem with this franchise is the media. It takes 3 to 5 years to rebuild, and you all act like the coach is supposed to turn water into wine. Coach has one bad year with an awful team, and now it's get rid of him. Well, the roster is also terrible. Give him time. Appreciate your opinion. You're 1,000% wrong. The coach is not good.
I see
the
what he's
roster.
saying.
I see what you're saying too. The roster's bad, but so is the coach.
When you're a coach and don't know the rule, what a catch is, when you publicly tell us you're playing for a field goal, not a touchdown, but a field goal, you don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
You do not know what you're doing. It's time to move on.
Yep.
And I think they've made the first steps this week of stripping him of his play calling duties. Thank God.
And no disrespect, you don't get 3 to 5 years to rebuild anymore.
No.
There's too much money that is being spent. You have got to rebuild a lot quicker. That's why the GM lasted 2 years.
Yep.
And they brought in another GM.
It used to be 5.
It used to be.
Now it's 3. Now it's 2 for the most part. I go back. I know college or pro is different. Johnny Majors came to Knoxville in 1977. He won the SEC in 1985. That's 9 seasons. That would have never happened in today's world, if college or pro. It's not happening.
So don't blame the media for dumb decisions made by a franchise, because that's what's happened.
It's exactly what's happened. Pretty simple. Do all that. We've seen enough to know that he's not the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal. All right, what do you got?
All right, so CFB Home, it's a great site on Facebook. Really funny, good stuff, good content. They have a Week 4 SEC Bowl projections. And they've got Vanderbilt meeting Clemson in the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
In Charlotte,
North Carolina.
I'd say right now, if I had to handicap that game, I would say Vanderbilt would be a 3.5-point favorite.
Okay. I
The way
trust them,
Clemson's played, the way Vanderbilt's played.
I don't. I think it'd be a disappointment at this point for Vanderbilt. I know getting to a bowl game is good.
Yeah, but that would be a disappointment.
But they're open for so much more. Tennessee is not in a bowl because they're in the college football playoff projections. They've got Tennessee at number. I got Georgia, LSU, Tennessee, and Texas in the college football playoff projections. Georgia 3, LSU 5, Tennessee 8, and Texas 10. A lot of people still believe in your Tennessee Vols, my friends.
And they probably should. I mean, if you go watch that game against Georgia, they looked like a playoff team. I know they lost the game, but in today's playoff era, it's okay. It's not okay to lose, but you can get by with one, is what I'm saying. And you have a couple of things go your way, and you have some hurt players that are playing. I think that ball game goes differently.
Oh, 100%. The Music City Bowl, they have Missouri and Illinois.
So
coming
Missouri,
to town
2 years in a row.
Yeah, I don't think they look at that. I know that
Yeah.
they don't want teams coming back to back. Dr. Crane, your Mississippi State Bulldogs. They have them in the Birmingham Bowl taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. You'd go down for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's right down the road.
Which one?
The Birmingham Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
State. And after being projected to go 2-10 to get to a bowl game if you're Mississippi State, that's something else. That game, I'm telling you, that game on Saturday, now I think Tennessee wins, but Mississippi State is playing with house money, right, Dr. Crane?
They sure are. It's going to be a packed out crowd. It's a wide out. I'm excited. I'm pumped.
All right, well,
When did you start working for the Bulldogs? Because that sounded like, hey, come on down and see us.
Well, I
That was
mean,
good.
they got Bulldog Burger. They got it all down there, man. You
Yeah.
just ring a cowbell and the crowd comes.
Do
If they
they-
build it, they will come. If you ring it, they will come.
So the Cowbells are still back and good, right? Didn't they try
Yeah.
to ban those for a couple of years?
Yeah, but I think they got
Yeah,
rid
it
of
was
But you
around
can't-
2010, 2011, 2012.
So
and then when
dumb.
Dan Mullen came in, that they paid off the NCAA and they brought it back. And they have a little sign on the screen that says, hey, you need to, not do this during third downs. But people don't care. If they pay a fine every week for it, I believe.
People don't, yeah, but you can't. So if they're fining Mississippi State, I think we had this discussion before. If they're fining Mississippi State, how do you not know a Tennessee fan's ringing the bell?
Exactly. That's a good point.
That's actually a really good
You
point.
can buy them at the bookstore. It's bad luck to buy your own. You have to have somebody else buy it for you.
I need to find it, but I have a Mississippi State cowbell from way, way back when that was my grandfather's because he went there.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You're just now. So you're a de facto State fan.
No,
come
respect,
on.
I have respect for him.
This Mama or Diddy side?
Mama.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. What's funny is I have a lot of family down in Mississippi, and there is my cousins, Jonathan and Justin. Jonathan's a State fan. Justin's an Ole Miss fan, and the Egg Bowl is hilarious.
Good. They go at each other.
They're on opposite sides of the room.
So yeah, all right, Dr. Crane, you now have a fellow State fan at 102.5 The Game.
It warms my heart, Joe.
Yeah. Whether it's de facto, man, you grew up Mississippi State. Good. That's a lot on the line this weekend for that. I've never been down. I've been to one game down. I was down there the original when MTSU played their first game in Division I in 1999. I went down there to the Starkville to cover the game. I don't remember the cowbells being loud, but like my son-in-law is a big State fan. He's like, yeah, when there are 70,000 people doing it, it's loud and annoying. And I'd love to hear that at one time, how loud and annoying that is.
It's a magical feeling, Joe. 2013, when they beat Auburn to go number one in the college football playoff, I was there. 14, excuse me.
Right, well, the college football playoff went.
Yeah, it was
BCS.
Oh,
no,
well,
college football
2014.
playoff. Yeah,
They were the first in the poll.
BCS was ended. They were first in the poll. That came
that's
out
right.
next year.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's a good point. I stand corrected. I'm sorry, Dr. Crane.
That's okay. I had a coffee mug thrown at me that game. It was crazy.
Okay.
Why did you make somebody mad?
No, they were cheering from the top of the stadium, and they had hot coffee in a mug, and it hit the back of my hard hat because I got it from College Game Day. I stole it from a student, and it hit the back of my hard hat, and luckily I had it on, or else it would have probably killed me.
That's
Did
so
Nani
great.
try to fight them? Because I could see it.
She didn't go on the trip. It was my brother. He snuck me into the student section, gave me an old student
Nice.
pass. It was great. I mean, it was probably the greatest weekend of all time.
You were what, 15 then? 16? How old were you?
Yeah, I was about 15. I think I was a freshman or sophomore in high school, I believe.
Down there starting tussling in an SEC game. Be ashamed of yourself, Dr. Crane.
It was a great time. I will never regret any time back then.
You ever gotten that should be a whole topic one day, is like brawls at sporting events.
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that.
I've been involved.
That's a June topic. But
It
we could
is.
do it.
I've been involved in one. It was at steeplechase. And me and the coach got into a brawl at steeplechase in 1990.
With each other?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
Bunch of frat punks.
Okay.
And it
couple
was
of brats and chads.
it was amazing. 'Cause we were tattooing dudes left and right, and all of a sudden, here come the cops. Pew! Everybody goes. But I've never been back to steeplechase again. That was 1990.
I always wondered why your picture was hanging up there.
I don't do steeplechase
that
ever
explains
again.
it. That
Not
explains
even
it.
in a box. I will not go to steeplechase.
You know what is crazy, and I know that this happened. I guess 2008 this happened, but with a win on Saturday, Vandy's 5-0, and one win away from being bowl eligible. Which for so long, that sixth win was like that's the national championship.
So did they lose 5 straight in 08, and they beat Kentucky to get that 6th win?
No, I think they beat Tennessee.
No, not in 08. They didn't. 08, they were 5-0.
Oh yeah, you're right. And they lost to Middle.
That was 05.
That was 05.
But they were 5-0 in 05, and Middle blocked the field goal.
Yeah.
And then they lost. They went 5-6. No, they were 4-0.
They were 4-0
'Cause they beat
Because they
Tennessee.
beat Tennessee for the 5th win.
Yeah.
That's right.
So be 5-0. But I'm telling you, and I know Clark Lee's telling them the same thing. Utah State is not bad. That's not a bad football team on Saturday. Now, Vanderbilt should win, but Utah State's going to give them a fight on Saturday. I don't know what the spread is.
It is Vandy by 23.5.
It's going to be a good game. What's the state spread? It was 7.5, right? You told me the other day?
7.5.
Okay. Now, what would you take on that?
Tennessee.
You would? Okay.
Yeah. I think Tennessee. Tennessee, until they show me otherwise, I think is pretty good.
Defense, I mean, I know they gave up 44 to Georgia. Georgia's very good. I get all that.
Yeah. I would, and I'd probably lay the points with Vandy too, just the way they're playing right now. I think they're on a revenge tour.
Oh, Vandy?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're on the Hold My Beer tour.
Well, I kind of hope Alabama beats Georgia on Saturday. That way, when Vanderbilt goes to Tuscaloosa next week, you had a resurgent Alabama team who knocked off a top 5 Georgia team, and here comes Vanderbilt to town.
Here's the deal, and I bet the gentleman on hold will agree with me on this. I want the best Alabama team that they can possibly be to go up against the best Vanderbilt team that they can possibly be. Because that way, when the Commodores go down there and whip that Crimson Tide butt, there is no excuse. There is no, nobody can say, yeah, well, but.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because then that's when Vandy can say, we're here.
I guess
you go down there and beat them, the narrative is changed for the rest of the year.
Because you're bowl eligible. You beat Bama again. You're 6-0. Vandy last beat Alabama there in 1984, if I remember correctly. So you would beat down a 41-year kind of demon to get out of that and have that with Vanderbilt. It's great, man. I'm telling you. I mean, and then you got a week off, and you got LSU roll to town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, man.
Dr. Crane, ask your question, and then we'll answer it when we come back.
Sure. If Alabama beats Georgia this weekend, and let's say Vandy goes on the road and beats Bama the following weekend, does that take Vandy out of the generic bowl conversation and maybe a potential college football playoff contender?
Yes. It should, 100%. I mean, I think they're already right now a college football playoff contender. But you beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa, I would say yes.
And then you have
6-0.
Then you have a leading Heisman candidate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call and argue with me why Diego Pavia, if they beat Alabama and they're 6-0, why he's not the leading Heisman Trophy candidate. I'd like to hear why not. Because we talked to Tim Hasselberg about this. A player lifts everybody around you, makes you better. He's not going to have the gaudy stats, which is a bunch of nonsense anyway. But this is fun. I mean, this is fun talking about Vanderbilt football as we head into October, man. Really fun.
What does that mean for Tennessee?
We'll discuss next.
Okay.
615-737-1025. Clay, hang on. We'll get to you as well. Chase and Big Joe live at the Omni, brought to you by the Omni, 1025 The Game. Little Johnny Cash. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, the game on this Thursday. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're talking to some high school football coaches for our Metro Schools Game of the Week, presented by Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers, which will be tomorrow night starting at 6:30. Coach Joseph Shepard of Cane Ridge and Coach Arcente Broom from Antioch, as they will do battle. A little neighborhood rivalry tomorrow, so it should be a lot of fun in that one. I'm looking forward to talking to those coaches. Clay has been waiting patiently on college football. Clay, what's up?
Hey, boys. How y'all doing?
We're good.
You know, I like it when y'all talk about college football because I think I'm just going to boycott rest of NFL football this year.
Probably a good idea, and I know they will notice.
Oh, God.
The Titans are horrible, and the Cowboys' defense can't stop a nosebleed. So,
Hey, if only the Cowboys just had a special player, right, Clay?
that's right. So, I think Vandy, you know, it almost seems like Vandy should have a lifetime contract with Birmingham Bowl. Doesn't seem to matter how many games we win. That's always in the conversation. But, you know, hopefully this team is going to do well enough where they can get out of that, you know, kind of mid-tier bowl selection, things like that. This team excites me, guys. This is a good football team because not only are they beating people, they are destroying people. Let's face it. And I've never seen the depth that they have, mainly in the defensive line, and that's where games are won in the SEC is in the trenches. Word has it they rotated 12 guys in the defensive line in Columbia. I mean, that's unheard of for Vanderbilt to have depth like that.
It is, but let me tell you this, and I know you love Vanderbilt. As one coach told me one time famously, there is no such thing as a bad bowl game.
Yep.
I can name you one, Big Joe.
No, there's not. There's not a bad bowl. You ask a team, do you want to stay home or you want to go to the bowl game? They'll take me to a bowl game. There's not a bad bowl game.
I'm just going to tell you, I'd have rather stayed home than gone to Shreveport. That was terrible.
It wasn't so bad. Who beat them? Was it NC State? Wasn't bad for NC State fans.
But the stadium is an absolute dump.
Where was it last year?
They played the Birmingham Bowl last year.
Birmingham
They beat
Bowl.
Georgia Tech.
Clay's phone call to us on the way was entertaining.
Yeah, Clay. How's Mario Moore doing?
We got to run on that, Clay. You have a good one. See ya.
Oh, for those who know, Clay called and
if you know, you know.
forgot he was on hold for 50 seconds and talked as if he didn't know he was on the radio.
That was definitely
man.
one of the funniest moments on this show.
Yeah, but look, Vanderbilt fans, you know this, and Clay, he knows it too. You're not to the point you're like, I don't want to go to that bowl game when you didn't go to a bowl game for so long.
Yep.
Every bowl game is great.
Yep.
Every bowl game.
But look, I think if Vandy can sit there, you know, as a 10-win team and get that probably gets you a New Year. You may be in the playoff, but a New Year's Six bowl for sure.
Heck yeah, it does.
I mean, well, I guess they're all in the playoff, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like a good, respectable bowl game, then that's a win, man.
You go up in the tier of bowls. But here's the thing I like. The fact that you're talking about, oh, man, if they lose to Alabama, you know, it used to be like, oh, Alabama's going to kill them.
Yeah, there was no hope. Now it's kind of like,
oh, man.
hot damn, we got a shot here.
Yes, right. I mean, think about the table they get to run of Alabama, LSU, and Texas, and then Auburn and Tennessee. Are you kidding me? This is fantastic. If you're a competitor and you got a great football team, Clay's right. They got a hell of a defense because they shoved South Carolina up and down the field. I mean, it was not even close with what South Carolina came to do it. Look, this is great. You love this.
This is not my daddy's Vanderbilt.
Oh.
This is like for them to drop 70 on Georgia State. I don't care what Georgia State. I mean, Georgia State, all accounts, was a decent team.
Decent. Yep.
Coming
Beat
into
them
this
last
game
year.
and beat Vandy last year. For them to drop 70 on them, And then what, like you said about South Carolina, Virginia Tech, I mean, they're flexing right now.
Yep. But as we all know, being Vanderbilt, take care of business Saturday.
Yep.
Beat the Aggies and then look forward to taking on Alabama next week. By the way, special programming announcement, not really programming, but next Tuesday.
Don't I do those?
Yeah. Next Tuesday, Will Muschamp
Yes.
is going to join the Chase and Big Joe show at 12:15 next Tuesday. Be good to catch up with the former Florida and South Carolina coach. And his son, I think, is the third-team quarterback at Vanderbilt currently.
I know he's a quarter. Yeah. He's redshirt, right?
I thought he got in the game the other night.
Maybe he did. I don't know.
He was dressed in South Carolina.
I could be wrong. But, well, and look, if Vandy beats Utah State, I mean, depending on what happens this weekend, they could move up. I mean, there's some big games this weekend that are certainly going to change the rankings. Like if LSU beats Ole Miss is 13. They're going to drop back. I mean, there's a lot to look forward to for sure if you're the Commodores. Coming up next, we'll talk to a couple of high school football coaches. Joseph Shepard from Cane Ridge and Arcente Broom from Antioch will join us. Coming up next, we'll preview our high school football Metro Schools Game of the Week presented by Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. We'll do that next on Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. Getting a day ahead of myself. Live at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Barlines. Coming up on Friday, tomorrow night, it'll be our Metro Schools Game of the Week, presented by Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers, as Cane Ridge will head over to Antioch to take on them in a neighborhood battle. Going to be a good one for sure. Well, let's say hello to the head coach at Cane Ridge. Coach Joseph Shepard is on the line with us. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
We're doing fantastic. So your team coming off 2 in a row, 42-0 win against Hunters Lane, and then 20-14 against Overton. How you feeling about your squad right now?
Oh, man, we're working hard, man. We're hitting the strides at the right time, and the key is my thing is we're learning how to play football. We're lining up and trying to execute everything that we're doing right now.
Do you feel battle tested at this point?
I'm gonna be honest. We played John Overton last week, and that was a good football team. And I feel like our kids are responding well. We were down 14-0, and we actually came back and scored 20 unanswered. And I feel like that our kids responded well. And that was a good battle for us to face some adversity and come back and win that football game.
Talking to Coach Shepard, head coach at Cane Ridge. Coach, what does this game mean versus Antioch, that you guys are so close to each other, and a lot of your kids and their kids grew up together in middle school and junior high and all that? What does this game mean?
I've been at Cane Ridge for 7 years. And the first 5 years I've been here, or the first 4 rather, it really didn't have a factor into the game. It was one dominant team, or the other team was less as dominant. But you have 2 good teams coming into the game that coming in and have an actual purpose for playing the football game now, because both of the teams are undefeated in the region. So there's a region standings that's playing a factor into this game now.
Oh, absolutely. When you think of a Coach Broom team, what comes to mind first? Because his teams are always well coached. I know discipline, but for you, what comes to mind when you think about a Coach Broom team?
You know, the first time I actually met Coach Broom was at a church, and it was maybe 7 years ago. So I've seen him through his times at Maplewood. I've seen him through his times at Overton, and I've seen him at Antioch. And everywhere he goes, his teams are always making progress, being good football teams. So he's a good coach, and he's always in contention in the region. He always have a good football team.
Coach Shepard, when you look at your team right now, I mean, look, I don't think anybody halfway through the season can truly say they're not, beat up, have nicks and bruises and stuff. But how is the health of your team to this point?
We have a lot of injuries. We talked to the kids about, the difference between being hurt, being injured, and a lot of times you got to deal with whatever injury you got and go out there and play. Unless you can't physically go out there and play.
Yeah, and I mean, that's something, too, that I think they kind of have to learn as they go, right, of like what the difference in the two is. You can't necessarily teach it.
Right.
Coach Shepard's on the line with us. Cane Ridge takes on Antioch tomorrow night in the Metro Game of the Week. What would it mean? What would a win over Antioch mean, Coach, to your program right now?
It would mean a whole lot, and I'm gonna tell you why. We don't have any college players on our team right now. We don't have anybody with stars attached to their name. So if we go out there and win that football game, I don't feel like there's any pressure on us. But going in and winning that football game, it'll mean a whole lot to the kids, number one, and it'll mean a whole lot to our school as well. There's a lot of excitement right now going on.
Well, Coach, best of luck tomorrow night. We're looking forward to being there and doing the game. Thanks so much for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you.
Absolutely. Coach Shepard joining us from Cane Ridge. We now say hello to Coach Arcente Broom from Antioch. 5-0 are the Antioch Bears right now. Coach, how you doing?
Man, I'm good, guys. How you guys doing?
Well, since we talked to you a few weeks ago before you played West Creek, you've gotten a couple more wins under your belt. Do you feel like you guys are clicking on all cylinders right now, or are there still some things that you want to see your guys improve on?
Oh, man, there's always room for improvement. We still have just to work on cleaning up penalties, cleaning up, how our operations of how we do things, including the sidelines. Just a lot of different things, man, we could work on. We had a lot of mistakes this past Friday. A lot of people look at the end result, the outcome, and all the different things that happened after the game. But it's like, man, the things that we were messing up on, like special teams, man, we just had a lot of breakdowns there. And we had some penalties that put us in some bad situations. So we just had to work on those things.
What did, besides what you just said, what did Centennial teach you, though? That's a tough team down there in Williamson County. What were you able to kind of learn to prepare you for now rivalry game against Cane Ridge?
I think the biggest thing for us was to never get complacent. It's just like right now, you could throw the records out with this kind of game right here because it's a rivalry game. These are two teams that have been going at it for, over 15 years now, and it's been lopsided for a while. And I keep telling my guys, regardless of what you did last week in Centennial, understand that, the pendulum can always swing the other way, and it did last Friday. I mean, we went into halftime 30-13, and you would have thought that, we got this game under control. But one quarter changed the entire dynamic of the game, and we were down 40-38, and you could hear a pin drop in that stadium on our sideline. So you just have to be prepared, man, and just understand that, the ball is going to always bounce until that clock blows. And you got to keep playing until the very end.
We're joined by Coach Arcente Broom, Antioch High School, getting ready for our Metro Game of the Week. Coach, Cane Ridge, obviously not having the greatest year, but still, a lot of those kids know your kids know their kids. What does this game mean beyond the football field? Because these kids all grew up together, they knew each other, so there's a lot more at stake than just a win, isn't there?
Oh, definitely. This is bragging rights for the community. We're in Antioch. So at the end of the day, it does say Antioch. So for our kids, it means that, we win this game, then we're on top for another year. They call it the 37013 Bowl. There's actually a trophy. And we're in possession of that trophy right now. So we want to kind of hold on to that. And these kids, they know each other. Every time Antioch and Cane Ridge play, no matter what sport, it's always intense. It's always a big game, and it's a rivalry. And right now, I know years ago they probably would say, it's not much of a rivalry because Antioch has been, down for a while. But, I always tell kids, man, when you're down, nobody really notices. And I said, with our success right now, I said it can be short-lived if you don't prepare. One of the biggest things I thought about from last week was it was a crucial call. You get all the things that happened in that game last week, but we had a 4th and about 15 on our own 35, and I went for it because I said to myself, if I don't go for this and we kick this ball back to them, we're going to lose this game. So there are times, man, you just have to bow up and understand that regardless of what's going on, the records, any of that, it's a game to be played, and you got to come ready to play, or else, you could be on the losing end.
You're right. All right, Coach, tell me about your quarterback. I mean, I look in the paper each week, and he's doing something amazing. I mean, you got one of the best quarterbacks that I think I've ever seen or heard about in Nashville, Tennessee history. What makes him so good?
Oh, man. I think it's his poise and presence. He never really gets rattled. You never see him flustered. You never see him panicking. Even when the ball is snapped and we've got pressure, he makes decisive moves and decisions. And a lot of kids, I mean, he's just a junior. A lot of kids his age don't have the mental capacity sometimes to make those kind of decisions, but Andre does. And I think that part in itself, you know, of course, with his athletic ability, makes him very dangerous. And this is me being biased, but I think he's probably the best quarterback in this state right now. And I would rival. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in the country, but as far as Tennessee goes, he's the best thing that's going right now, just because of those attributes that I told you.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it tomorrow night when Coach Spears and I are there calling the game. Coach Brim, thanks so much for this, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Man, I appreciate it, Joe, man. And thank you guys for all you do for high school sports, man. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Our Sensei Brim joining us from Antioch. And again, all of our coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 6:30 here on 102.5 The Game for the Metro Schools Game of the Week, presented by Strike and Spare Family Fun Centers. You can join me and Coach Bubba Spears live in Antioch, and looking forward to this game tomorrow. John Crist going to join us at the top of the hour right here at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. So looking forward to that. We'll have more coming here on Chasing Big Joe, presented by the Omni Nashville Hotel on 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5, the game on this Thursday. Is that Tim?
No, who's that? Cody Johnson?
No, close.
Zach Top?
No, Justin Moore.
Justin Moore. Okay.
And I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it.
Just
Not the words.
sometimes you just got to let it go.
Not going to say it.
Yeah.
He's a lot more talented than I am. Well done. The responses to our question of the day has been, describe the state of the Tennessee Titans franchise using a real country song. And Chase and I and Dr. Crane, someone tell our listeners out there, you guys, every day we pose a question of the day. The responses we get from you guys are amazing every single day. So thank you for this, because the ones today are just out of this world about what do you think country music song for the state of the Tennessee Titans franchise?
Well, and we try and have fun with it. And you guys do too. So we certainly appreciate that and all of your participation on that, because it's just a fun way to interact with you. So 1157 or Donnie and Donaldson, the Titans are like a well-oiled machine leaking all over my driveway. Somebody call a tow truck.
Is that a country song?
It could be.
I'd like to know who wrote that one.
It definitely could be. So you said, what did you say?
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. You got to still love him, right? At least in your heart. So if loving you is wrong and people say you shouldn't, I don't want to be right. Shout out to Barbara Mandrell out there in Hendersonville.
Mine is Divorce, Divorce, by the late, great Tammy Wynette.
It doesn't, when you say divorce, people are like, huh? When you say Divorce came through today. But some of these, Tear in the Beer is it's over the overwhelming favorite.
Yes, Tear, which was Hank Sr. and then redone by Hank Jr. and Hank Sr.
That video is pretty bad.
That video is awesome.
Yep.
Like you see his shadow and everything.
Oh,
it's
very
pretty
cool.
good.
Yep.
But yeah, certainly some other ones. Crazy by Patsy Cline or Willie Nelson. I'm So Blue, which I think that's George Strait. Drinking My Baby Goodbye by Charlie Daniels.
That's a great song.
Let's see. Some other ones. Burning House by Cam. I don't think that's
I think she is a fringe country singer.
Gotcha. Take This Job and Shove It by Johnny Paycheck. Take This Season Ticket and Shove It. How about that?
Oh,
A Good Run of Bad Luck by Clint Black.
Oh, that's a good tune. Bow, bow, bow.
You're Gonna Miss This by
Trace Atkins.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna miss this.
Yeah. Give It Away by George Strait.
Written by the great Jamie Johnson, too. That's a good one.
Pushing Up Daisies by the Brothers Osborne. Actually, okay, Parker with a good one. Teardrops on My Guitar by Taylor Swift.
Oh, yes. Is that our Parker?
No.
Oh, okay.
Travis Tritt, Here's a Quarter. Call Someone Who Cares.
Here's a quarter.
I got another one. What's the name of the song? The Whiskey Ain't Working.
The Whiskey, Travis
Good as a
Tritt.
whiskey.
There was that time. Boom, boom.
And who else is on that
That's
song?
Marty Stewart.
Yeah.
Marty Party.
Yep.
So we figure, the worst football team in football and the country music capital of the world, these two go together as we're talking about bad football teams. Do that. And it's funny because Houston is synonymous with country music and a lot of great singer-songwriters out of Houston. Both teams stink. They're 0-3, and the 0-4 teams, somebody's going to be 0-4 after the game on Sunday, and, boy, it's going to be pretty bad for somebody.
What's in Clarksville? That ain't my truck. Except change it to That Ain't My Team. That was Red Akins.
That's right. Your memory's
father
pretty good.
of
that was Thomas Rhett, father of Red Akins, father of Thomas Rhett.
Correct.
Is that right?
Because Thomas Rhett is Thomas Rhett Akins.
Yeah. And they just flipped the names on me and confused me.
Yep. They actually, what was cool is a few years ago, Thomas Rhett played at Bridgestone, and his dad was the opener.
Oh,
But he didn't do That Ain't My Truck. And I was like, well, that's his big. And I'm like, oh, I know why. Comes out and did it with his son, which was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Because maybe it wasn't his truck.
yeah. Well, it may not.
Right.
So, yeah, those are good ones. 615-737-1025. I think we got a phone call.
We do got a phone call. We got one.
We got one. Laura wants to weigh in. Laura, what's up?
I'm going, who is this?
It's the Chase and Big Joe show.
Hi, Joe. Oh, Joe, I love you all. I'm an old 64-year-old, and I listen to you all, and I love you. So, hey, I've got a great one. Coming from a girl with brown eyes. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? And it does.
There you go. That's a good one.
Laura, that's a really good one.
I'd sing it for you if I had a voice. But anyway, there you go. So
Thank you, Laura.
Call in. Thanks, guys. Love you, Nick. See y'all later. Okay.
Absolutely.
See you, Laura. Don't make my brown eyes blue. That's a good one.
That's hang on, don't tell me. Is that Loretta?
It's her sister.
Oh, Crystal Gale. That's right.
Gale.
Yep.
Yep. And I tell you, Crystal Gale is famous for having hair right almost down past her backside. I'm telling you. What am I going to say on the air?
I just read it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I always say if I had hair, I'd grow like Crystal Gale, man.
Yeah. Here's a classic. She got the gold mine and I got the shaft.
She had to go. Is that Johnny Paycheck?
No, that's
who is that?
That's why am I from Smokey and the Bandit?
Jerry.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. He stopped loving her today. Oh, here's another good one by Chris Christopherson, recorded by Johnny Cash as well. Sunday morning coming down.
Yeah, I guess.
Because Sunday mornings are going to just be bad, I guess. I don't know. I like the song.
It's a great song, right?
Roy wants to weigh in. Hi, Roy.
Yeah, perfect song. They play this guy every game day. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, buddy. Ring of Fire.
That's a good one. Thank you, Roy.
Roy, thanks, buddy.
Except love is not a burning thing in this case.
Well, the rumor about that song was that Preparation H wanted to use it, and the Cash family said no. You're not going to use that song. It might have been June Carter had put the hammer on that. Which makes sense for all that. She's scrolling. There's Mo and what's Lisa doing at the bar with Mo and Homer?
13 pickled eggs and one cockroach.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Who are you, sweetheart? The health inspector? And then the guy goes, no, but I am.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's such a classic.
It is.
615-737-1025. We're excited. Coming up next, the very funny John Crist is going to join us right here at the Omni Nashville Hotel. We will talk to him. Coming up next, Chasing Big Joe, 1025 The Game. Hour number 3, Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday. We're live at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. He's Big Joe Dubin. I'm Chase McCabe, and we're excited to have the very funny John Crist on the line, or not on the line. He's here.
He's here.
He is live in a living color with us. John, what's up? How you doing, man?
This is what it's like. I've never been down. I listen to it every day. I've never been here.
Yeah, well,
this is how it goes down.
We're excited to have you.
Yeah, we say, come down to Bar Lines. We're here.
And now we have you recorded saying you listen every day. So
every day.
We can tell people that's not a lie. So we appreciate that.
Well, the wildest thing to happen to radio was now you know what everybody looks like.
Yeah.
You're like, that's DVD. That's crazy. You had no, you just make up in your head what they look like.
Right. Like the old days.
Yeah, like the old days. You're like, that's Vic in the morning? I thought he was black.
I know. It's funny, like in the last 5 years or so, that's the kind of where that started. And now it's like everybody's doing it.
Well,
it's
now
like,
you have to be on Instagram. You don't want to be on Instagram. They're like, yeah, we got to do all this stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like I just had a meeting about that yesterday about social media. And I'm like, listen, I if it went away tomorrow, I'd be happy. But I understand that it's a part of what we do. So tell me what to do, and we'll make it all work.
Yeah, you know what's the worst is the social media people for the NFL teams when they're walking out. What's your favorite type of cake? I can't stand that content. I cannot stand that content. Hey, who's your favorite Christmas Carol? And you're like, what? I'm trying to go to practice. We're 0-3. We don't have time for this.
You hit the nut top when you did the high school football coach.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that thing got
that was my peak.
3 or 4 million views. I mean, it took off.
Hundreds of millions of views. People still come up to me in the airport. They're like, dude, did you get fired for that?
That's
I
great.
go, I never let them know I'm a comedian. I go, yeah, dude, I'm out of a job. We got 22 excuses, 11 on my offense, 11 on my defense. Everybody says that to me. They yell at me in the airport still now. That was like 5 years ago.
But I mean, obviously, it's been good for your career because you know it can obviously you put one thing out there that people just gravitate towards, and it's done.
Sports is unique like that.
Yeah,
there's just such a you go to every city. And you realize, like, we're going on the road this weekend. Let's see where we're going to Charleston, and then I guess Macon, Georgia. But there's some cities where you St. Louis. You cannot make fun of the Cardinals.
Really?
They don't think it's funny. They don't, even if they're terrible. And there's some cities like Cleveland, you can make fun of the Browns. You know, there's some cities,
they embrace it.
It's not a joke, and where they're very, very territorial about their sports teams.
How did you find this out?
It's trial and error. No, I don't think anywhere in Wisconsin you would make fun of the Packers. Nowhere. Nowhere in Arkansas would you make fun of the University of Arkansas. Like I think it's some that don't really have such a storied franchise. I think you could comics would come to town, make fun of the Preds or make fun of the Titans. I think we'd have a good sense of humor.
I don't think we mind.
Yeah, it doesn't hold us like your grandpa passed it down. When did we get the Titans?
90. Well, the first year was 99.
99. Yeah. I don't like the Houston fans I don't like them wearing our jerseys, though. I'll tell you that.
They don't like you wearing their jerseys.
Oh yeah. They think the other way around. Oh yeah.
They think it's there.
Oh yeah. Right.
You have made Joe Dubin's day because that Atlanta Falcons hoodie, like the old school logo. He thinks the red helmet is the greatest thing ever.
Deion days.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had an era. The back in the the Dirty Bird.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
If I just said Jamal Anderson, people are driving home from work. They're like, that was not a name I was expecting to hear. He invented the Dirty Bird.
He did.
Yeah.
Gosh, and the Michael Vick. Do we have Penix?
You said it correctly, so thank you.
Is he?
Thank you for doing that.
Is he the guy? Is he the next Mike Vick?
Could be the guy. They had a bad game versus the Panthers last week.
Oh yeah, horrible.
So do you still have nightmares of the Super Bowl 28-3?
I speaking of. I don't think it's funny. I still don't think.
So you never make fun of that?
No. I mean, dude, I was so depressed. That was the most depressed I've ever been about sports. I mean, I'm a Braves, Hawks, Falcons, and Georgia Tech fan. Those are
okay. Why Georgia Tech and not Georgia?
Well, I hate Georgia. I hate the University of Georgia. I don't like their fan base. I don't like anyone that's from university. This is gonna get too deep, but they don't have anything else going for them in life. The dogs, the dog. Like, dude, you're 40. You're like in the blogs, like in the chat rooms. I'm like, dude, get a job, brother.
SEC fans are the only people that still use chat rooms and
that message boards.
And message boards.
that
is 100% true.
It's like Dog Nation or like roof.com.
Like Joe Rexroad, when he writes for The Athletic, does like a looking at the message boards. I'm like,
yeah,
who still does a message board? Apparently the SEC.
Guys. Yeah. From whatever county that is up there.
So where were you? Where'd you watch that Super Bowl? It's 28-3 at halftime. You're feeling good.
I was feeling great, man. I was at my buddy Isaac's house. He's my best friend, and he lived in Chicago at the time. Now I got money, but I didn't have. If my team was in the Super Bowl, I'd be there.
Right,
I'd be there, no question. But I did fly to watch it because Same with the Braves when we won in 2021. I had to be with my family.
Yeah, Chase went to those games down there.
Yeah,
I went to 3 of them. Yeah,
I got to game 3, and game 5.
Yeah.
So the one game 3 and then game 5 was the hit the grand slam. And you're kind of like,
Soler.
Is it going to happen? I think it's going to. It might happen. And then then they came back. And
well,
I was like, they're going to close this in 6.
Do you think if you guys hit? I wonder everybody listening, if you hit big money, would you just turn into following your team?
Oh
yeah,
just Matthew McConaughey it and just go to every game.
Yeah, if you've seen this, like LSU comes.
Is that everybody's dream?
LSU comes to play Vanderbilt in October.
So. Yeah,
and there's this whole caravan of RVs that come to town. like hundreds and hundreds.
And they just been to every game.
Every game they go to, they'll take over Nashville. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and you go, man. There was a girl that was like stalking my tour bus one time. She came to like 5 shows in a row, just followed the bus, and we had to have security out there. And then everybody was making fun of her. And I go, I wish I cared about something this much. You know what I'm saying? I was like, she cares. Like, I give her some credit.
Right.
It's like the Swifties. They care.
Oh, yeah.
They do care.
They care. And they go everywhere.
They make change happen.
They do. Yeah. I thought about
something.
maybe doing I'm a big Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney fan, NASCAR.
Yeah.
That just go to every race.
Yeah.
Because if you're an LSU fan, you're in town 5 days out of the season.
Easily.
NASCAR is 37 weeks on the road.
Yeah.
Every one. That's crazy.
Brad, I mean, I like both those guys.
Yeah,
so
those are my guys.
Blaney likes to have fun.
Oh,
Brad,
he'll get out
Brad's
there.
got the family now, but
yeah, he's dialed it back. He's got 4 kids now.
Yeah. So
that would be every race. You should do a documentary on that.
That could be fun.
Every race.
Yeah. I mean, when they came here back in May, I remember talking to people like, where were you last week? Wherever the race was. It's like, so when do you go home? And they said October.
They don't
like,
go
are
home.
you kidding me?
They live on buses that are nicer than our house.
I guess you got to be some. They might be very poor or very rich.
Yeah.
There's a limit in there.
Yeah.
I think if you hit gigantic money, would I go to every Falcons game? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I would go to every one.
You have a plane.
Would you RV it?
Plane. Oh, I might RV it. I don't know where to park. And you know, there's.
Well, you have a guy to figure that out.
Yeah, somebody sent me. I told my tour manager I want to make enough money where I go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the NASCAR race on Sunday.
Yeah.
You could do it. You're John Crist.
Yeah.
Well, you could get to the like Jimmy
confidence.
Buffett got to the point where he only played on like Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays.
Correct. That's what.
And that was it.
Yeah. I'd say, hey, I'm going to Paducah, Kentucky on Tuesday. And then they go, sounds good. There's 4 people there. I don't think I'm in Paducah on Tuesday. Give me some more. Give me a couple more football videos. I'm going to make my way out there.
John Crist is with us at Barlines. I mean, I wanted to ask you this. I've got it written down. What's the one moment where you're on stage, you looked out, you see somebody famous, and you're like, oh, my God, why is this person here?
Oh, yeah. That happens. You can't see much at the live show, but they will either, it's like if I was going to a Morgan Wallen concert, I might be like, hey, we're coming. And there people will be like, let's make sure we take care of it. So it kind of goes both ways.
Yeah.
It's not so much, it's either before the show or on social media. You go, they shared my video? It was like my fiance was like, yo, like Jennifer Garner shared your videos. I'm like, she did? Like, I don't even know how I come onto her screen.
Right.
So like, what? Yeah. Which is an honor, obviously. Or somebody that you go, dude, it's usually the wife, I'll be honest. It's like that we got of what's his name? The Burke from the Titans. What's
Burke
his name?
Nihill.
Yeah, he goes, hey, we'd love to have you out to a game. I go, well, who in your house? How did my video get across your screen? Yeah. It's always something like that. They go, and I'm honored to take it.
Did you go over there?
I hope you made them pay you.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I've been out of town. Yeah.
You've missed nothing. So
Can you call plays? Because they might need help with that.
You know what? It's interesting because a lot of Nashville people are not from here.
Yeah.
And so, we've had this conversation before, and I think I am allowed to follow the Titans. Now, I'm a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
I root for them, but I cannot talk trash on behalf of them. I think that's where
you're right.
Yeah,
I can go to
that's a good
games. I can be glad but I'm not fighting somebody in the concourse. I'm a Falcons fan.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of people are from this city are not like, they're like, well, you can't be like, dude, I'm a Bama fan and like a Duke basketball fan. Like, dude, how did you? We have to have some kind of
we have
rules.
somebody we work with that, shout out to Cliff, that is let's see if I get this right, Auburn football fan, Carolina basketball, and Yankees.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, get him out. And he still works here?
Yeah, right.
No, yeah. Does everybody know? Does everybody know all the personalities who they root for? They do, or they don't.
For the most part, I would say, like, you don't really care.
We have something in common.
What's that?
We both went to Sanford.
Oh, you did? Let's go.
Yeah, but that's where the comparison ends, because
ends.
whereas Sanford really embraces you,
Yeah.
they've asked me not to ever mention that I went there, and that's half truth. So, but I root for him in football. I still root for him in football because I played there. Yeah.
Oh, if you played there?
Yeah.
Why don't you say this at the beginning?
Because nobody cares.
Who's your quarterback?
Dude.
Jimbo Fisher was my quarterback when I was there. At
Was
Sanford.
he really?
Yeah, he went there for 1 year.
I've heard that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gosh, dude.
Yes.
John Crist
What an era.
is with us. You're going to play the Opry House again, right?
Playing the
January?
Opry January 25th. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was it like? Because you've done that before, right?
Yep.
So-
I played the Opry many times at the Grand Ole Opry. Never my show though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is January 25th is you.
This is the let's see. I've done the this is the I mean, I guess Bridgestone. I guess Nissan would be the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. No comedian is doing Nissan. Nate says he's going to do it.
Maybe the new Nissan.
Yeah, the
That'd be
Bridgestone.
interesting.
Yeah, the new because that's inside, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This would be like the me playing the Opry is like the wild card game. Yeah, I played a couple at the Opry. I did 3 sold out shows at the Opry last time. This is
At the Ryman.
At the Ryman.
Yeah.
Sorry, at the Ryman. Yep.
So what was that like? I mean, that's the
Gosh,
Ryman.
awesome, dude. Yeah, the acoustics in there are perfect. The Grand Ole Opry is even better, but the second row, the balcony comes so close. You ever sat in the front row of the balcony?
Yes, I have.
It's right there. You're right there. It's the best seat in Nashville. It's just like a warm blanket of love.
Is it? Do you have that? Like, I've talked to people that have played the Ryman that are like, I do kind of have that moment where I feel ghosts for a second because of who all has played there. Like,
unbelievable.
Hank Williams is going next door to Tootsie's to get a
he's
drink
right
or
there.
something. You know, like
they go, hey, do you want to go? Do you want to play at the Civic Auditorium? I go, yeah, and then I'll check into rehab. That would be. I'm joking. But there are some venues in town that you go. I go, send me to the op. That it's so warm in there.
Yeah,
it's the best place to see a comedy show.
John Crist is with us. We'll have more with him coming up next. We're live today at the Omni Nashville Hotel here at Bar Lines on 102.5 The Game. Jason Big Joe, 1025 the
Sure.
game here on this Thursday at the Omni Nashville Hotel at Barlines. John Crist is with us. So we asked our question of the day, describe the Titans with a country song.
Oh, yeah.
And we have had our listeners have had a lot of fun with that today.
Mamas don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Yeah, that's definitely good one. I said DIVORCE. Tammy Wynette.
Perfect.
That's a good one.
Perfect.
That's a good
The
one.
sponsors are great.
Man.
So yeah, a Falcons fan, but
Yeah.
you're all Atlanta fan. I mean, Braves,
All
Hawks.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Dominique Wilkins, greatest basketball player of all time. I'll argue all day with that.
Greatest dunker of all time.
The best.
No question. And he was in the Jordan era too.
That's right.
He was a freak, man.
He was the best.
Well, you know how like your favorite sports memory. Same with your favorite band and your favorite music is like and favorite movie. It was for a guy about 10 to 12 to 13 when you're like Happy Gilmore or whatever it came. You were like,
yeah,
the Counting Crows, the Collective Soul, and my favorite bands. I can't have a favorite band now. When you were like my dad was the chaplain for the Georgia Tech and for the Falcons.
Oh, wow.
And so
That's
he
cool.
would take us down there. We saw John Concac. We thought that guy was
huge.
Goliath.
Right.
There. He's a regular NBA player now, but Spud Webb was in there. And we were just Tree Rollins. Doc
Rivers?
Doc Rivers. Yeah, because a lot of times everybody listening is you know what I want to do? I want to denounce the Titans. Right? They're doing I want to denounce. I want to choose. You go, yeah, you're going to choose a different fan base and they're going to win a Super Bowl and you're not going to be as happy as if you stuck with the Titans and they won. You're not going to be.
Save that.
That's
Producers. Save that one.
Everybody that's calling in is the only reason they're calling in is because they love the Titans.
Right.
They love the Titans. And I have to say the same about my team. So you go, man, the Braves have unbelievable lineup this year. Didn't make the playoffs.
Yep.
And you're just watching them and you go, God, but that's what makes it. That's what the Cubs, when they find all those, I think everything nets out. Like if you're a Patriots football fan and you got 6, I don't think it means as much as when the Cubs.
Yep.
I think everyone's fandom nets out
right.
in the end.
Well, like I'm a Braves fan too. So 21, like we're around the same age, I think.
Yep.
I was a kid in 95. I remember it, but I don't remember much of it.
Yeah.
21 was like, that was the first time in my life that I could truly enjoy watching my team win the whole thing.
When your team ended the season with a win.
Yes.
I was the split national championship Georgia Tech football in Colorado in 1990.
Correct.
I don't really count that. I was 6. I got the Braves twice, and that's about it.
Yeah.
95. How many you got?
0. Because I'm just
0, and you got nothing?
I just like sports
What
overall.
do you got? You got 1.
Well, I got that one, and then I grew up a Cowboys fan before the Titans. So, but again, I was
you weren't
too young to really remember. I
What
just
about-
watched the documentary on Netflix and was like, okay, I learned so much about this that I don't know.
What about the Sanford winning the conference? That's got it, because we're going to the national. We're not
They
going to
were
win that.
at 22?
20, not last year, but the year before.
23. Okay, yeah. They got beat by North Dakota. Yeah, that was great. I root for them. I
That's
thought
gotta
that was
be-
great. Feels
Can't
good.
count that as a championship, but man, it feels great.
It does.
Yeah. Can you go, oh, I'm a Steeler fan now, and then you're just going to buy an Aaron Rodgers jersey? No.
Yeah,
stop.
right.
It's not going to mean anything.
It's like Yankee fan. It's so
Stop.
Like,
Yeah.
like, what about Paul O'Neill? They're like, never heard of Paul O'Neill.
Never
I'm
heard
like,
of him.
but you're not a Yankee
Never heard
fan.
of him.
Stop it.
Yeah.
See, my favorite now is I grew up a Vanderbilt fan, and forever
There
it
you
was
go.
like people would ask me, "Who's your college team?" I'm like, Vandy. And
Yeah.
now it's like I'm a Vandy fan. Yeah, Diego
Big Vandy
Pavia.
fan.
Like,
I will say, I looked at that schedule and I took the under on the 5.5 wins.
Well,
It's a
Vandy.
daunting schedule.
I'm regretting that, but they got 4 now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
look, they should win Saturday,
Yeah.
and then who knows from there?
Then you still got a chance. It's only 5 wins.
Who knows? Yeah. And I don't like to say that out loud because Diego Pavia.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So you had Herb Street on your podcast.
Yeah,
And what's your podcast? The name of it?
Net positive.
Net Positive.
Yeah.
All right. You brought Herb Street on. How
if
was
you come
that?
over to our podcast, you're not hearing about the Titans. So I don't
Yeah.
know what.
Yeah,
I don't
Get
want
it all
to-
out,
yeah.
man.
that's
No,
fine.
but it was man. He lives in town. You know that?
Oh, you moved back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is embarrassing. The reason why I gotta admit how I knew that is my fiance, her parents come to town. This is terrible to admit live. We took the Nashville Celebrity Home Tour. I know, dude. You know that bus that goes slow?
Yes,
And you go,
there
I was
is
on it.
one?
I was on it.
Oh,
and they were like,
we need
"Oh,
to do this."
no, it's
Did
actually."
they go by your house?
No, I was on. I was like, "Who's that guy?" Yeah. They took you to, this is where Tammy Wynette lived. This is where Eric Church lived. Well, they can't say.
Right.
They kind of have to say. Some people call this guy chief, and then because it's illegal to say that you're profiting off of.
Yeah.
What, are you playing match game on this bus?
Yeah, you're like this girl has 16 Grammys and she walked out of her slamming screen door, and you got Taylor Swift. Are you trying to guess? But we went on the and so Kirk came on the podcast. I told him that. I go, you know how I knew you lived here? Because we went, and he goes, well, there's a couple other celebrities on our street, and the bus is always driving down the street, and we're always trying to figure out who the bus is coming to look at. Now he has that's the bus right there. It's that bus right there. That's the bus. That's literally the bus. You're going Franklin Park and it's slow. It's going slow.
Right.
And you're like, what is this bus? I was on it. It was the most embarrassing, but it was awesome.
It looks like an FBI spy van.
Kirk said, I'm going to go brag to the guys on the block because it's like some guys from other bands and stuff like that.
Well, now you got to spill it.
What? Where he lives?
No, who else is on that street?
Who else is
it? Rascal Flatts?
And I'm gonna use somebody. Who's that band?
Kings of Leon.
Kings of Leon. Yeah, it was a couple of those guys, and then there was some other. Yeah,
you're good because you're not actually saying it. We're saying it.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't say it. Yeah. But he. I mean, his schedule is just unreal during the year. So he said he'd come by in the off season. We were. He's great too. Everybody.
Did he bring the dog?
He didn't bring the dog. No, I think it was a little too early in the morning. But he's one of those guys. I love the guys that like. Sometimes guys talk like loosely, but they're not big enough. Some guys are when you go, man, this guy, and he was dishing on everybody, and there's such good podcast content. Sometimes people come on the pod and they don't.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to give us something here. It's a comedy podcast, and he was talking about all McAfee and everybody. That thing was on headlines everywhere.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Oh, that's good.
Wild.
Yeah, was he different than what you expected?
I mean, he knows everything. I'm a Georgia Tech fan, and he goes, "Oh, dude, Brent Key's got him going in the right." I mean, how would you know? I mean, we're ranked now, but he knows everything, and that's what's great. You know, he said the most hate he gets is from. Here's how good of a broadcaster is. He said the most hate he gets is from Ohio State fans when he calls Ohio State games.
Oh,
because you're not being. He graduated from there.
Yep, right.
Like that's how good he is. That nobody knows that he went there or he has some kind of bias toward the team.
He was there with Rabel and
He was
Eddie
there.
and Chris Sanders
Yeah. And calling a game where his son was playing, by the way,
that's
in the national championship. No ESPN, ABC, Disney would never allow that if there was any kind of potential bias.
When he was at
That's how
Clemson,
good he is.
right? When his boys at Clemson,
Yeah. Wild, dude. Yeah, he was great, man. I like those guys talking sports because they care. They care so deeply.
I think it's great. I also think I had no idea there was a Nashville celebrity bus tour.
You might be on it.
I think you should host it.
Oh, there's Shaq. That's where he lives.
You coming out to the bus at your house. Stop. Hold on. Let me sign it. Why is that guy signing autograph?
What is this bus doing in Donaldson?
Yeah.
Oh, it's broke down. Bless their hearts. Oh
But
God.
I think you can get to because if you find out that if you're a celebrity and you find out you're on the tour, you can get a cease and desist and they can't come back because that's illegal. You can't exploit someone's like that.
Yeah.
Name, image, and likeness. I know Dabo Sweeney doesn't know what that is, but come on.
Hey, I can tell you this: if I ever get to that level where somebody's coming to my house, they can do it. But if you think I'm not gonna walk out there naked or something and just like, hey, how y'all doing?
If there's any kids on this tour, close your eyes.
Well, yeah, right. Just mess with me.
Oh gosh.
John Crist is with us here on the Chase and Big Joe show. So you're going to Charleston?
We're going to Charleston tonight. Charleston, Macon, Georgia, and Hiawassee, Georgia.
Nice.
This weekend. I don't want to brag, but I'm hitting the big cities. Yeah.
Nice.
What's the difference between North Charleston and Charleston? Is there a story here, buddy, that we need to know about?
I thought you were setting up a joke.
No.
You're
playing in North Charleston.
That's right. That's just what the place is called. I mean,
okay.
there are bad areas of Charleston. Whatever area we're in, I usually ask. I go, hey, what's like if I go, hey, where do rich people live in this city? And if we come to Nashville, they go Franklin. I go, all right, where do poor people live? And they'd be like, Antioch or something like that. And no disrespect to anyone from Antioch listening, but I would go out in the show. I go up front, rich people up front. Franklin, I can smell y'all. And then I point to the balcony and go, Antioch. I mean, dude, I just gave away one of my secrets. In every city in America,
yes,
that crushes so hard. And I just asked the security guard, I go, hey, where's Lake Up?
Yeah.
And then I go, I've never been to this city. The security guard just told me that, and they laugh even harder. Every city in America.
How long did it take you to? Because we've had a lot of comics on the show that kind of give the insight of like their journey and everything. When did you have that moment where it was like, all right, I actually think I may have something here?
Oh man. Did you ask Greg Warren that? Because I don't know if he knows now. No, I'm just joking. He's a good buddy of mine.
He's been around a long time.
Greg Warren's the king, man. Greg Warren's the king. No better joke writer than Greg Warren. I would say, well, I started at my dad's church. My dad's a preacher,
right?
So if you ever been to like a church service, like a new trendy churches, they got a guy that comes out and does the announcements. So, the worship music plays and then a guy comes out. So I was like kind of doing that at my church. I was very like, I want to say very kind of irreverent a little bit. So I was like, I don't know, the church picnic's on Sunday. I'm probably just going to go to meet girls. And they were like, they just couldn't, there weren't dirty jokes, but they just couldn't believe somebody was saying these things from the church. They were like,
saying that in the Lord's house?
Yeah. How
like dare
that.
you?
Yeah. And I was like, I'll be like, we got a food drive coming up next week. Honestly, I've been to some of y'all's pantries. We don't want any of that. They're just like, it was just so like wild that I was saying that. That's how it started. And I had a lot of confidence, I think, because the pastor, I was like, well, y'all can't fire me.
Right.
Like, the guy that was in charge thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
So I just kind of started riffing off. Like, and then somebody goes, well, you should go to a comedy club. You should go at a comedy club. And I will never forget this. I walked in like I was, and then it was horrific. The first time at a real comedy club, they were like, no.
Was this in Denver?
In Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. At the Laughing Skull Lounge. I go, my skin gets a little dark in the summer. A lot of people ask me what race I am. I'm not white. I'm more like wheat. That was the response. Not a word.
Oh, man.
And then I go, and I was very confident. I was like, this is going to be amazing. And then I go, well, my dad's white. My mom's 9 grain. And that 2 minutes is about how long you start.
Yeah.
And that was the longest 2 minutes
of
my life, brother.
Is that the Vortex?
Yeah, the Vortex.
Yeah.
Laughing Skull Lounge, right down there on Peachtree.
Yep.
2 minutes is you go to
times.
Zanies. If you want to do open mic night, they got one on Thursday.
Yeah.
They give you 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, being a stand-up comic is the best career on earth. It is terrifying if it's going bad.
Oh, I'm
It
sure.
is terrifying, dude. It's so scary.
So full disclosure, I have been
You've done it?
No, but I've been wanting to, and I've been writing a little bit, like trying to
Say less. We'll get the place filled up with fans.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But I haven't. Like everybody keeps telling me, go do like an open mic night, and crash and burn, and then kind of figure it out. So I feel like it's one of those you got to go fail first.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of people are doing it now as their fantasy football punishment.
Yeah.
if you lose fantasy football, you got to do stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that. You could sit in a Waffle House for 24 hours and eat waffles before you would do that.
Yeah.
That is so. There's no barrier to entry to comedy. If you want to be a doctor, you got to go get the loans, pass the test, do the residency. You can be a stand-up comic. They will introduce you, our next comic, and they will introduce you. You get the title day one.
Yeah.
The only barrier to entry to stand-up comedy is fear.
Right.
That's it. And nobody does it.
Got him going now.
Yeah.
We had Pat McGann on 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, very funny.
And Pat was giving him advice. And
Pat was telling me to stay on radio.
Yeah. Pat's like, what are you doing comedy? You got a radio show. I'll take your radio show.
Oh, yeah, it was straight off. That's funny. That's very funny.
Are you on?
Yeah, very funny.
So is the writing like your favorite part?
Yeah, I woke up at 7. And I've been writing until just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting
because everything.
I just kind of live. It's a weird. I think about the wires in our brains aren't really connected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it didn't connect right. We go in this world of make believe.
Sure.
I guess,
Yeah.
And I just say it out loud.
How much material? Because your fiance's in news.
Yeah,
so how much material does she give you without even trying?
Oh, well, she works for WSMV. They got this I don't know where they get the news, but these emails that are like breaking, and she sometimes just send them to me. Squirrels on the loose in Gallatin or whatever. I was like, unbelievable. Something wild happened, a horse and buggy wreck or something like that. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh,
all you got to do is just go outside and take notes.
Right, exactly. It's all right there.
I know we got a break real quick, but I got to ask this question. How many times have you been announced on stage? John Crist.
All the time. Yeah. That makes it funnier. Yeah. Well, everybody knows now that that's not how it sounds.
Right.
And it's funnier that just, it's funnier every time.
You just let it go.
I just let it go.
That's good, man.
My middle name is Barack. We won't get into that, but that is my middle name. It's a Bible character, the character in the Bible.
Jonathan Barack Crist.
I should go by J. Barack Christ. That should be a stage name. Dude.
Oh, man.
that is good. John Crist is with us. Net Positive is, of course, the podcast, and he will be at the Grand Ole Opry House on Sunday, January 25th, which we're looking forward to that. Thanks so much for doing this, man.
No, you know what? Do you have to go?
Nope, I'm good.
Can we keep him through birthdays?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We do a segment called.
I know the segment. Dude.
Okay. All right.
I'm hanging around.
We will do that. Well, we'll have more with John Crist. Coming up next, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday. John Crist is with us.
There we go.
Having some fun today here at Bar Lines at the Omni Nashville Hotel. So after this weekend, what's kind of your schedule?
Oh, let's say next weekend after that, we're on tour until about middle of December.
Okay.
So we just go out every Thursday night. We leave on the tour bus, and then we do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And we come home Sunday.
I asked, I said, when do you leave? Are you driving? I was like, do you get in your car and go to town? You're like, no, I'm in a tour bus. So I was like,
on a bus. We live on a bus. Yeah.
So do you pick your opening acts?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Easy. Wait, you got somebody to submit?
Yeah, Chase.
Yeah.
Let me work on it.
Hey, Chase, listen, you got it. Here's the key. I think we get him out of Nashville. We take him up to, Peoria.
Yep. Yeah.
And I go, this is a guy, he's trying it for the first time, and then it'd be a very warm audience.
Just walk out there.
That's the way to do it.
I like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You don't want to come out of my Opry show.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Ooh.
Yeah, because they say if you can make it in Peoria,
Yeah,
You can make it anywhere.
make it anywhere.
That's
Yeah.
a good place to start.
So your Opry show, January the 25th.
Yeah.
Tickets on sale yet?
Tickets on sale. Went on sale last week. It's almost the first one is almost full.
Nice.
Yeah.
How does that feel? When you see
That feels
sold
pretty
out
good.
next to that.
Feels pretty good. Well, I'll tell you what. A lot of people said congratulations for doing the Opry. I go, well, it's 4,400 seats. It doesn't get on sale yet. Let's congratulate when it's full.
Yeah, right.
Anybody can book it. You can book it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then nobody would come. You're like, we'll see when it sells out.
I got 2 seats, Joe and Jake. You're like,
Yeah.
awesome.
You're sitting-
Let's get off the stage. Get off. Oh, man.
So obviously Nashville has a lot of comics. Zanies
Lot of
is, a
comics.
great club and everything. So is it kind of like athletes? You guys are all cool with each other, or is there like feuds or?
Oh yeah, well there's big comedy feuds. And there's obviously the coasts, New York versus LA.
Yeah,
have been going
right.
on for a long time. But you know what we got now, and we need all the Nashville people to support us. It's Nashville versus Austin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because
okay.
Austin has the Kill Tony, the Joe Rogan, the Tom Segura, and they have a very Nashville's very clean.
Yep.
There's a lot of clean comics. Me, Nate, Kathleen Madigan, Jeff Allen, Henry Cho, Dusty Slay, Aaron Weber, Brian Bates, all these great comics from here. And then obviously the universe down there in Austin is a little different. We kind of make it we make it a bigger deal than it is, but there is a lot of of course, dude, of course.
I saw, so you bring up Dusty Slay. I saw him like 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember who he opened for.
Okay.
That's how
At Zanies?
It's Zanies.
Oh, yeah.
But he was the opener, and I think he was pretty fresh.
That's a good way to say that.
He was hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
Like I remember, and so I went up to him afterwards, and I was like, "Hey, man, really funny." And I had just started hosting a show on the weekends, and we connected on social media. And I was like, "Hey, why don't you come on my show?" And like 2 dudes that are just kind of starting their career, and he came in studio and was like handing out CDs and stuff.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah.
And now you look at
Now he's on Netflix.
Now
The
he's on
Tonight
Netflix,
Show.
and
you can be like one of those guys with the bands. I knew
Yeah,
him back before.
I knew him back
That's
then.
right.
Oh, you
Now,
guys
of
all
course,
love
he's
it?
like,
Yeah.
"Hey, man, like doesn't know." Who
You went on Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show.
Yep, June.
I watched it. It was awesome. I always think, what was going through your mind when you're standing behind the curtain?
What am I talking about? That's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
For a comedian getting on the Tonight Show, it's the Super Bowl. He said, I was thinking to myself, all right, there's two guys that went on in front of me, the guy from the F1 movie and some actress, supermodel or whatever. I go, and Jimmy Fallon is so good.
Yeah.
You could sit on the couch and be unconscious and he could carry it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Going out with a microphone, walking up and just going, it is a rush like nothing else.
How long did you get?
4.5.
4.5?
Yeah, 4.5. They give, but it can go. Why it's so scary is it can go bad.
Yeah, right.
And you're just like, I'm pretty sure this is gonna kill, and it did. But it is such a vulnerable. I played tennis. Oh, I played tennis at Sanford. Do you know that?
I did not.
I played tennis all through high school and college. Division I, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah,
if you see
you
me on the
did.
street, let me know. But my therapist was like, I think comedy and it's the same because if you win, it's all you, and if you lose, It's all you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true. You know what I'm saying? Tennis and stand-up comedy are very the same. There's no team.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, the coach, the players, the scheme, the whatever. It's like everything up here you came up with. And if it's good, you can get the rewards of it. And if it's bad,
right,
it's not too many people to point at.
So you got all this material. How did you get your 4 minutes? You've got some great stuff. How did you condense 4 minutes for that?
Well, they told me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I suggested things to them, but I had this joke about DoorDash, and they go, well, they're a sponsor, so you're not using that joke.
Please don't do that.
I go, fair. I had a joke about some other guest. There was a guest, and they go, you can't do that joke. And it's very corporate, which is, they have their own interest, which is good. They go, this is not going to work. And then you can't do anything political, can't do anything religious for a good reason.
Yes. Sure.
And it has to be kind of very general for everyone. Like I do it.
So half the comics in America are out.
More than that. For a comic to be able to do a set for the Tonight Show is the top 1%.
Yeah, right.
If that.
Yeah.
Then you go, hey, that's that joke. If you're gonna, hey, what's the difference between, you go to New York City, they're like, dude, you ever dated a girl that took the 3 train to the Bronx? You're like, I don't know what this means. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of Nashville comics that would do jokes about Nashville, but that's not going to travel.
Sure.
So you go, well, that's not going to. But then you go to certain cities, and this has to be general market.
Yeah.
For everybody in America. Yeah.
So what was that like? You do the set. Do you get invited? I don't remember if you got invited to the couch or not.
Yeah, I got invited to the couch with Jimmy. Yeah.
And then you sit there, they go to the commercial break, and you're like, thank you, Jesus.
Oh, man. I was like, I told my fiance, I go, normally, comic is I'm annoyed at everything.
Yeah.
People walking on the street, cars going slow, smells, everything annoys me. I said, after that Tonight Show, I was walking down in New York City, I go, you guys are all doing great. I go, here's some money. Everybody doing great. I was like, this is awesome. Yeah.
That is awesome. All right, we're going to have you play Celebrity Birthdays with us.
I'm ready.
Coming up next. We're looking forward to that. Chasing Big Joe. He is John Crist hanging out with us here at the Omni Nashville Hotel, 102.5 The Game. The game on this Thursday. Appreciate John Crist for hanging out with us in the final hour, and we're excited to have him join us for America's favorite.
It's a lot of pressure.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It is time for What Day Is It? And celebrity birthdays. Brought to you by Jarrett Companies, Inc., the backbone of Middle Tennessee's construction scene since 1997. JarrettCompaniesInc.com, above and beyond industry standards.
All right. First on the list, it says, if you see something, say something. Awareness Day. I see a lot of things. I don't know if I can be that aware. Let's see. Binge Day is today. If you like a nice HBO show, whatever. There you go. International Ataxia Awareness Day. Make sure your ears are all right there. Let's see. Math Storytelling Day is today. I don't do math. National. That's why I'm in sports. National Crab Meat Newburgh Day. So if you like crab meat, get some crab legs, James Winston. National Cooking Day is today. National Lobster Day, I guess that goes with the crab meat. National One Hit Wonder Day. Okay. National Open the Magic Day. Okay. National Psychotherapy Day. Hey, you need psychiatric care. There you go.
There you go.
National Food Service Employees Day today.
Shout out to them.
Broadway.
National Quesadilla Day. I'm gonna go for a good chicken quesadilla. National Research Administrators Day, National Tune-Up Day. Man,
how many days are there? Good Lord.
We
got John Crist here.
Yeah.
Remember the Thursday. We'll remember John Crist on this Thursday. Let's see. World Dream Day is today, and World Pharmacist Day. That's it.
All right. Thank you. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. I told John during the break, nobody outside our station has ever set in on this segment. That's how much we love you, John.
A lot of pressure.
Yes,
this
is
a lot of
good.
pressure. And what am I doing? Just saying nice things about these celebrities?
No, you guessed the age.
Within 2 years.
Within 2 years.
So, somebody's 32. If you say 35, doesn't count. You got to win
like
2
over
years.
under Bill Simmons podcast.
Yes, except we're better.
Guess the line.
Quick shout out to Nelda Hargrove, Reno Riggins' mom.
Nice.
Turns 80 today. Nelda, we love you. Happy birthday. All right, here we go, boys.
Said Nelda, you would have to over under. I'd go 80.
You would. All right, first birthday, John. You get to go first today.
Okay.
Mark Hamill. How old is Mark Hamill?
40.
Luke Skywalker?
Yes.
71.
74.
Oh, okay, got it. The original.
Yeah.
All right, I'm off one.
All right.
Is it me versus him?
Yeah.
Well, no, you're gonna go. We're gonna let you go.
But it's
So he's up 1-0.
Yeah. Oh no, he got it. You said what'd you say?
71.
71.
He's 74.
Yeah, so I was off.
You're off.
Yeah.
All right. Michael Douglas. How old is Michael Douglas?
68.
74.
81.
Wow.
Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear is when I was she was a big part of my teenage years. I'll tell you that. So I'm 41. I'm gonna say 50. Austin Powers. 50.
That's Heather Graham.
Oh,
Melrose Place.
gosh, she gotta be older than that.
62.
63.
Gosh,
Chase up 1-0.
She was married to Tommy Lee.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Will Smith.
Will Smith got to be. Will Smith's not 50 yet.
Why don't you tell us?
Will Smith's 49.
All right.
52.
57.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Catherine Zeta-Jones,
Black
who's
skin,
married to
that's
Michael
right.
Douglas.
Catherine Zeta
How old is she?
It's got to be 53.
56.
56 exactly.
Gosh, you're
Chase
good
up
at this game.
3-0. Rapper, actor from Atlanta, Donald Glover.
Let's see. I'm gonna say he's younger than me. He's got to be 39. Donald Glover, 39.
42.
42 exactly.
Boom.
How are you doing?
5-0.
I don't know.
Happy Days. Potsy. How old is Potsy?
78.
72.
76. John Crist on the board.
Oh,
Nice.
baby, I got one. That's the only one I got.
Oh, we got more. Rapper T.I.
Rapper T.I. is going to be 45.
47.
44.
Come on,
Nice.
baby.
5-2
I'm back in the
now.
game, dude.
All right, let's go NBA coach Hubie Brown.
Hubie Brown has got to be 61.
77.
No. Hubie Brown is older than that. Hubie Brown is way older than that. I'm thinking of Mike Brown.
Okay.
Hubie Brown, the white guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got to be. I shouldn't have said that. He's got to be 79.
92.
Yeah, well, yeah.
92.
Supermodel Cheryl Teagues.
I'm trying to picture it in my head, but I shouldn't do that, right? Depends how old she is, I guess.
Right.
I'm going to go 60.
That's pretty good. 58.
78. Bob McAdoo, former NBA player, NBA
Bob
legend.
McAdoo. Is he the icon? That's Jerry West.
Jerry West.
Jerry West, yeah.
I'm going to say he's 84.
78.
74. Down to the last three. Chases up 5-2.
I got to have all these.
Scottie Pippen.
All right, Scottie Pippen. All right, when I was 16, he's 23. I'm going to say I'm 41. I'm going to say Scottie Pippen is 53.
60.
60 exactly.
Scottie Pippen is 60?
7-2. We're down to the last two.
No way.
Tampa Bay Hall of Famer, San Francisco 49ers general manager John Lynch.
John Lynch is my age. John Lynch is 50. He's not my age, but he's my. John Lynch was playing when I was playing.
55.
54. Chase up 8-2.
God.
Our last one.
He's going, yeah.
Our last one, Nashville guy,
Yep.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Matt Hasselbeck is, let's see, he's coaching high school now.
Yep.
Yeah, what is he doing?
At Innsworth.
Is he?
Yep.
Matt Hasselbeck has got to be 52. Wait,
40.
Matt, what's the other Hasselbeck?
Tim.
He's older.
All right,
Matt's younger.
You tell us, John.
Matt's, I'm going to go he's 50. I'm going to go he's 49.
Uh-oh. You got to go?
49. No, it's my.
I'll take your.
Lydia's on the 3 o'clock. The 3
Oh,
o'clock
nice.
show.
50.
50 exactly.
What did I say?
49.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Chase wins over John Crist,
Has he
10
cheated?
to 2.
He's ever cheated?
No,
He
I
doesn't.
don't cheat.
Unbelievable.
I don't cheat.
That was impressive.
We will
That's very
we will
impressive.
post the recap. Unfortunately, we got to run, Dr. Crane. I'm sure it's fantastic, but thank you to John Crist for hanging out with us
Honored
today.
to be down here,
Yeah,
brothers.
we're looking forward to January 25th
Come
at
back.
the Opry House.
Love to have
It's going to
you.
be fun.
Sounds
Appreciate you,
good.
brother.
That's going to do it for us.
Sounds great, man. Thank
Joe?
you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. We leave the show every day with our message, our same message every day to our guys out there. If you are struggling, please reach out, talk to somebody, let somebody know how you're doing. I tell you all the time, our world's a better place because you are here.
Amen.
And you are so tremendously loved,
Amen.
not only by us, but know that God loves you more than anything. Have a great day.
Oh, amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD coming up next. 102.5 The Game.